Good evening or good morning, one of the two. Good morning.
Hello. Oh, I like the background noise you've got set up.
Yes, it's for the inn.
Good morning.
Morning. Oh, I just wanted to thank you again for getting me that information on short notice.
Yep. No problem. We can flesh it out as you do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That looks good enough. Once we get everybody here, we will do a wonderful recap and figure out where you guys are going from there. We have Yerdreugh.
Hello. Oh, there's people on the second floor.
Yes, and that'll be part of what we talk about. Once we get our remaining two. Let me get the right screen up. This one. Might as well go to there. Alt Z.
If I'm being honest, I'm still riding the high of that troll kill last week.
I'm just happy I didn't die.
So, I'm happy I didn't die.
Oh, last night, one of my party members, let's go pull this ring. As you pull it, 2 red fire beams shoot out of the eyes of the statue at you, doing 22 points of damage. No big deal. Okay.
Wonderful.
Oh, let's see. Oh, it came out of the eyes. Let me walk up to the statue and attack the statue with my crowbar. 2 fire beams come out and attack you. It's like, are you going to try again?
Shoot it maybe from a distance away, far.
Dispel magic, maybe.
Don't go near it. Maybe just avoid it.
And I thought that they were actually going to initiate combat against an adult dragon.
Oh.
God.
The dragon said, I would prefer if you left. 5, 4. Oh, we're leaving. We're leaving.
Yeah.
We'll get out of your scales.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
I
It's
feel
the bot. It was also
No,
really
yeah, I
loud
know.
for me.
Yeah,
I
I'm
have
sorry
not
about
read-
that. I'm sorry.
No,
about
good.
that.
I haven't
down
turned
as
Fred
well.
mode down yet.
Yeah, I just hadn't turned it down yet. It just startled me when I joined, that's why I didn't say anything.
I had it at 50.
Like I joined and I was like, wow, there's a lot of people in here.
Yeah, we're really bustling.
Well, you are in one of the finest establishments in the city of Waterdeep.
Yeah.
Those crowded establishments.
Oh god, it's gonna cost so much money to stay here.
Yeah. You don't need
Oh,
to.
I just
you're
realized
right. Oh my God.
I already had Fredboat turned down because I played in a different game where they used Fredboat.
Mm.
Yeah, I was in a server too. Where
Well, most
Redboat
of my
was in.
servers use Rhythm or like Me6.
Mm.
Fredboat's easier for me to add and skip, and
Mm.
because I just have a spreadsheet with my music in it,
Mhm.
and I just copy and paste the next thing I want to put in there. I'm working
Ooh.
on, once I finalize my master world for Foundry, I won't be using Fredboat because all the music will be within Foundry.
Mm.
It has a better, well, once 8.0 for Foundry comes, well, once version 8 of Foundry is stable, so it'll be about 8.5. They've done a lot of, in the 8.0 version, or 0.80 version, they did a lot of optimization with the graphics, the dynamic lighting, the sounds, and stuff like that.
Ooh.
So it'll actually use less bandwidth than any of the Discord bots and all that stuff to send music. So I'm looking forward to that to go stable. And we do
Nice.
have everybody here. Oh, we have Endear. Yeah, we do. We do have everybody here. Welcome to session 10. Can't believe it's been
10?
10. Yes, this is
Oh my
session
God.
10.
No, what? But I've been keeping notes for all of the sessions, and mine says only session 8.
8.
Yeah.
Huh.
I even have the notes for the one I missed.
Okay, so we will fix that to session 8. I will update everything. I thought we were at 10.
Hold
So
on.
close.
Okay.
Well,
First.
now we're going to go
second.
back in time to session 8. Thought we were at
Yeah.
10.
I'm counting in my head.
Yeah, I'm going back.
It. 8.
6, 7.
Yeah, no, I think we're on 8.
Yep, we
Right.
are, because we missed a week.
No, we didn't miss a week. Someone was just missing a week. Yeah, Nigo missed a week,
Okay,
and then
I will
And
update.
I don't know what you're
missed
talking
two,
about.
Didn't he?
I only missed one.
I'll
Oh,
update my
okay.
counters.
All right.
I may have.
Session 8.
So, a recap of session 7. Since we are obviously back there, and I will update our numbers on both the stream feeds and all that when I get done. Last week, or last session, the party left the loggers camp, and they went to Falcon's Hunting Lodge, where they were given directions to the Woodland Manse, where the orcs were supposedly staying, and you were given the task previously to run the orcs out of that area. You encountered a bunch of flying mosquitoes, sturges, in the manse. They did seem to have an affinity for Inigo. For some reason, warm-blooded creatures draw them quite frequently. You did eliminate all of the orcs that were in the Woodland Manse, as well as appropriating their ears. the last room that you went to in the Woodland Manse had a half-orc that was performing some sort of ceremony. And in the process of going over the body of the half-orc corpse, your party ended up being teleported into some dark room where you listened and you heard the sounds of a busy street. When you exited the dark room, Arctos and Inigo immediately recognized that you were in the city of Waterdeep. As you started looking around, you were approached by members of the City Watch and promptly escorted to the Yawning Portal. The City Watch asked you guys to wait while they went and got their supervisors. While you were waiting around, you witnessed a little scuffle between what appeared to be a group of thugs and a half-orc that Inigo recognized as being the reigning arm wrestling champion of Waterdeep. Seen her wrestle, basically arm wrestle or challenge almost anybody in that place. Shortly thereafter, in that pit, that well that's in the center of the Yawning Portal, a very large troll came out, along with some more of your wonderful mosquito friends. And the owner of the establishment told you guys to go after the Sturges while he took care of the troll. Arctos, Inigo, and somebody new that you hadn't seen before actually engaged with the troll. And you guys were successfully able to defeat it. And that's where we ended last session. Does anybody have any questions or additions to that wonderful story?
When we got teleported, did the pendant I used, did it disappear or do I still have it?
You still have it.
Good question.
Okay.
So that is a good thing to know.
Did I ever actually get off the identify, or do I still, like, did it transport us the instant I tried?
As soon as it transported you the instant that the spell started to go towards it.
Okay.
Are you gonna try again?
No.
Do you think it'll take you back?
I think it'll. So my theory is it either transports us between the two places because of the circle that was there, and whatever that building we were in might be connected to that, or it teleports us in a different place every single time, just randomly.
Oh, yes. Mage Portal Roulette from WoW.
Or maybe it's a one-way ticket and we're never getting back.
Yeah, I don't want to risk it right now. I mean, Indre probably would, because he wants out of here more than anything. But he'd also be taking people within 100 feet of him, so...
Which is
The bar.
Oh god, that is such a mess.
yeah, that's only everyone in the tavern.
And it's a few people off the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I forgot about that little detail on how we're
if you
taking
stand in
a
the
portion of-
center, if you stand in the center, like if you hover over the hole,
Which I could. I have.
Oh, wow.
yeah, if you're right there, you would just get everybody inside and the guards.
Yeah, that would be even worse.
Like-
That would be so bad. Are you kidding me?
just appear, and then everyone's like, what the hell happened? And then the guards run up to us, and they're like, what do you do? What'd you do? And like, it teleported us again, man. We don't know. I don't know what's going on.
I'm assuming the building we were transported to had something to do with it, because
Probably.
It had like a lightning bolt or something on the front.
And also, the guards got mad at us for being in it, so therefore.
They got mad at us for teleporting in, I think.
Oh, really? I thought it was because
They don't
we were
know.
in the building.
They don't know.
What they did is that building had been under watch, and the
Yeah,
gist
exactly.
you got was, "What are you doing in that building?" Because we didn't see anybody go in. There.
Yeah, how are you coming out when we didn't see you go in?
Yeah, that's the.
Yeah.
And then we were honest and got in trouble.
Yeah.
Well, you told them you killed somebody.
They don't like that very much.
Shockingly, most people don't respond to well, first we murdered this guy. Then,
It wasn't a murder.
No.
It was a little bit murder.
Anyway, Arctos is back at the table
Yeah,
working on his blueprints.
Saw you move there, and
Inigo's just leaning against the waist-high wall around the pit.
Indra retreats to the farthest corner as soon as possible.
Yeah, me and Andre immediately went back to our table.
As you guys, so I've still got Inigo leaning against the wall. Arctos, before you were able to head back, Durnan, the proprietor of the bar, comes over and shakes your hand, as well as Inigo's and the new gentleman, Trapwell, and let me get you. Drinks are on the house for you guys. Yeah, don't worry about it. Thanks again. And you see him bend down, kind of grab the troll partially underneath, and just heave it over the wall and dump it down into the pit.
I mean, yeah. Back where
As soon as he does that, Arctos looks over the edge. 1. He's counting, waiting for the drop. He's waiting to hear the like 6 or 7.
Yeah, it was your calculations, because you've done this before in your archaeological digs.
Yeah.
About 120 to 170 feet, somewhere in there.
Nice.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
What a drop.
A little deep.
It's only, only say 14d6 if you were to jump.
Yeah, only.
Fine.
It's only death
Cast
for Inigo.
Featherfall. It's fine.
It's literally that.
You'll be fine once you get down there, right? There's nothing down there, right?
I mean, the troll came out of
What?
it, so.
The troll came out of it.
That is-
So,
Fine.
Durnan, after he does this, I need to talk to you and your companions. Why don't you, he's talking to Inigo, why don't you head back to the table where your companions are? And, young man, as he talks to
Trottoir. I was just about to ask if I could come.
yeah, can you please join them? I have something for all of you.
Not a
Is
problem.
it money?
Is it money? Indra just is like laying his head down and covering it, like arms on the table, stuffing his face in his arms. Like, oh god.
Oh,
Inigo-
not again.
So loud here. So many.
Inigo would stand up and greet Trotwall as he came over. It's like, very well fought. That was very, very good of you.
Yeah, it was riveting fight, actually. I didn't expect everything to... Well, I mean, I've been here plenty of time, but it's mainly the, average tavern brawl, but a little more bloody, but I've never actually seen the troll come up from the pit there. That was quite
So
fun.
has the troll always been there?
From what I hear, yes.
Oh, that's cool.
And we murdered it.
Yes.
I'm not so sure that it is dead. Truly
We
dead.
murdered it!
Are we missing a token on the screen? Nope, there are 5 of you. Okay.
Yep. 5 of us.
Durnan comes up to the table and he goes, Sorry about that troll. The denizens of the portal have been a little active of late. Yeah, normally they stay down there. But I see you guys are a group that can handle yourself. There's if you're interested, in a week or so, we have our annual challenge to see who can survive the longest before running back afraid in the I guess you could call them the maze of the portal.
Ooh.
You guys aren't familiar. This was a well at the founding of Waterdeep, and at some time during the Sundering, parts of the Undermountain collapsed, and this is no longer a well, but it's actually the entrance chamber to a very large foray of caverns, rooms, and stuff like that underneath the city of Waterdeep. And we have our annual challenge where everybody puts in some gold, and the party that stays the longest gets to recoup it all, plus whatever they find down there.
Ooh.
I have a question.
Yes.
I've meant to ask this before. I'm not super familiar with this universe's lore and stuff. What's
Okay.
the Sundering?
Okay,
Yeah, there was the Sundering and then the Spell Plague.
The spell
Yeah,
plague.
so
I heard. I
about
don't know
100
what
years
either of those
ago,
are.
there was a big battle between some demigods and gods that resulted in basically all magic on this planet failing to work. That's the spell plague.
Yeah.
And part of the recovery from it was basically you could call it a tectonic upheaval of the planet's surface, where some continents split. So if you look on the interactive map of the Faerun or Sword Coast, there you have the Sea of Stars or the Sea of the Moon on the east side. That used to all be landlocked. Basically, part of the continent that we're on split open in the east, let some of the ocean come in. That's the Sundering. Also, part of the lore, the dwarves in this area, Waterdeep Mountain was the entrance at one time to basically a large underground dwarven, basically citadel type of thing. And that's what they call the Undermountain. And that's equivalent to there were also other civilizations that built underground, like the Drow, the Duragers. So the Drow would be the Dark Elves, the Durager would be like the Dark Dwarfs. And all of those regions underneath the planet's surface are what you would be referenced as the Underdark. The Sundering split off some of these, basically it opened up ways to get into the Underdark or the Undermountain, like this portal right here. And it also blocked off where some of the trails between different, we'll call them towns in the Underdark or the Undermountain region, basically blocked off some of those caverns. So it kind of shifted the underground geology also.
Gotcha. Okay.
Interesting.
Neat.
And so, just if you happen to be in town in a week or so, it actually, wow, yeah, you guys have spent some time here. We're planning on having our kickoff ceremony on the 10th of the month. So if you happen to be around, I think you guys can make some good money. And there's plenty of magic items and stuff down there.
Arctos is now paying attention.
His ears perk up
He
slightly.
has tuned in.
So, plenty of the magic items down there. And as he's finishing the little conversation with you, you see the sergeant of the guards that approached you outside the building and told you to come into Waterdeep with a... I'll give you a picture of the guy that he's with. Come on. I clicked it. You know why it won't work? Because I need to do handouts. Actors' handouts. And this is BAR.
Bartholomew.
E-A...
Bart.
There we go.
Art.
Bart.
Bart.
Bartleby.
Bert.
Berg. This isn't.
And it's... There we go.
Barnabas. That's even better.
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh, he's
Why do I-
lovely.
I
love him.
I love him.
He
already.
looks like an old wizard. Indre will
This
get
is-
along.
Yes, he does appear to look like an old wizard because, yes, he is an old wizard.
Is he one of the old, like, because I remember Gary Gygax added a bunch of his friends' characters in as NPCs to the following editions. Is this one of them?
This is one of them.
Nice.
I know too much about D&D.
Yes, I believe this is one of them. So, the sergeant comes up to you, your party, and goes, I see that you guys followed our instructions and stayed here. He nods to Durin, basically, and Durin walks away. Seth Cromley, he's the sergeant of the guard that was there. May I introduce you to Barnabas Blastwind. He is the... he works for the Watchful Order of Mages and Protectors. He is the head of magical investigation for Waterdeep.
Do I know this guy?
You've heard of him.
I've heard of him. Okay.
Basically, he's like the...
Magic specialist.
yeah, he's the magic CS. He's the head of the magic CSI department.
Oh,
I
I
have
love
read about him.
that.
He's like the court wizard from Skyrim.
Yeah, so he's the head of the magic CSI.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fantasy
CSI.
Yes. I hear you guys had some adventures in here, Barnabas says. Trolls, haven't seen one of those in Waterdeep in a few years. Always fun to play around with.
Haven't seen one ever.
Lucky us.
It's quite large.
It was an exciting sight.
Yes.
Well, from what Sergeant Cromley tells me, we need to talk with you. Specifically, about what you were doing in that building. And, how you got to the building. When you say building, you don't know anything about it, Trotwell. But the rest of the party, that's the building that you walked out of after teleporting. I would ask that you would join me and a few of the noble members of Waterdeep so we could have a more in-depth discussion upstairs.
Are you
And-
gonna kill us if we don't?
As Barnabas says that, you see Cromley does kind of loosen his sword on his scabbard a little bit. Not really in a threatening way, but just probably like a nervous habit for him.
We would be happy to help in any way we can.
Yeah, I guess.
We,
Shut
to be
the
honest,
fuck.
don't know much about it ourselves.
So, I am going to drag you guys
Don't.
Wee!
Oh,
upstairs.
like as
Ah.
the conversation's going on, as they're
Oh
talking
god,
about
we fell
this
through the
room,
portal. Ah. We all just.
Well, see,
talking
since
about-
you're another 10 feet up, that would be another d6.
Oh fuck.
Oh god, no.
Does Arctos want to take a seat?
Arctos cast Featherfall on himself. I can,
As you guys climb the stairs and everybody gets upstairs, you do notice that there are 3 guards on your south side. There are some people sitting at the table, and Barnabas goes, "May I introduce the Lady Laurel Silverhand, the current Open Lord of Waterdeep? For those of you that are not from Waterdeep, basically she is the... Waterdeep is ran by the Open Lord and a set of masked lords. The masked lords, nobody knows who they are except for maybe some of the other masked lords. So when they meet, they're all masked.
Like Twitch admins.
What's her name?
Her name is Laurel, Laeral. She's the one sitting at the head of the table.
Like Twitch admins.
And next to her is Vajra Safar. She is the current Black Staff of Waterdeep. The Black Staff of Waterdeep is the High Wizard of Waterdeep. She's in charge of using all the magic
fucked up,
resources to defend the city. Arctos and Inigo and Trotwall, you guys know that there are a series of very large stone statues in Waterdeep. I believe there's 7 of them.
Yep.
Think the Harry Potter movie at the very end in Deathly
The
Hallows,
last one.
when all of the stone guardians with the locomotion spell. Basically, these 7 statues are the guardians of Waterdeep, and the Black Staff and her forces are the ones responsible for maintaining them and basically locomoting them when it's time to protect Waterdeep. So she is.
yeah, and then
So she's the head of the Wizards of Waterdeep.
is that also the staff that controls the Dragon Ward on Waterdeep, or is that another thing? I don't remember.
This is not the one that controls the Dragon Ward. No.
Okay. I don't remember the
She is not the most powerful wizard, but she wields the Black Staff, which is the name, basically where the name of her office comes from. But she is highly intelligent and basically runs the School of Mages in Waterdeep.
If Indra wasn't so terrified, he'd like to talk to her.
And this is Mert the Merciless. Some call him the Old Wolf.
Bork, bork.
He is a close advisor to Lady Silverhand. He's here at her bequest. And the last gentleman at the table is Rainier Neverember, the son of the previous Open Lord of Waterdeep.
Does Inigo know the proper way to greet these people?
Yo, dudes, what's up?
Yeah. Sounds like what
Hey,
Arctos is.
Johnny.
Shatwal pulls a hand in the air and starts
Sorry.
waving frantically.
As far as the Vajra and Loril, you would have probably steered as far away from the two of them in your times in Waterdeep as possible. But you do know that whenever you were in the Sea Ward or the Castle Ward, as you were doing your stuff growing up, that basically, if it was just an informal introduction or something like that, people would nod to the people they were being introduced to acknowledge them. You never noticed any formal, going up and kissing the ring type of thing with them. Basically being respectful is what you saw.
Right, okay. Inigo is very nervous.
Aw.
Android still has his head buried.
Totally
not
in the
there.
tower, you may have gone into the, not the full tower. You may have gone into the front reception areas where your benefactor was selling, various
Object of
mystical
interest.
artifacts type of thing.
Yeah.
And I might as well move over the second floor on the Twitch stream too. Here we go. Barnabas continues. Lady Silverhand, as I explained to you briefly before we headed over here, the building that four of this group came out of was a suspected hideout for worshippers of the cult of Talus. We have had that building under close eye for the last week. It was empty when we set our watches, and we did not observe anybody come in, but we did observe, and he points to, the sergeant points to everybody but Trotwell. These four exit the building with some sort of extraordinary tale. And I would like you to get their tale directly from their lips.
What have you all been doing? What?
Indra slowly
It sounds
takes out
very
the
complicated.
medallion and puts it on the table.
Okay?
Just slowly.
And as you touch the medallion...
Oh god.
No, I won't do that to you. Oops!
Oh god.
You just decapitated the... not physically decapitated, but you just got rid of the entire leadership of Waterdeep in one touching of an amulet.
Yay!
Yeah,
Good job,
we did
guys.
it.
No,
Next campaign, we did it.
no. So you take out the amulet. Is anybody gonna tell your little story?
Indra's too nervous to speak.
Inigo, I guess, will step up and be like, yes, so, we were originally, doing a job in Phandalin, near Phandalin, clearing out a few things for them. We have been working there for a little while now.
Okay, as you say that, Mert puts his hand up and he whispers something into Lady Silverhand's ear. And then he puts his hand down and kind of begs you to continue.
As we were working there, we took on a variety of jobs. The most recent one, we were supposed to go and take care of a rather dangerous spellcaster in some abandoned building out there. And while we were looking around, trying to find anything that may be useful to us, that may give us more information on other things we may need to do, and looting, as is the adventurer way, we found an amulet from this spellcaster, druid, perhaps. It had 3 lightning bolts radiating around it.
When you say this, Vajra puts her hand up. Can you kind of draw what this symbol looked like?
Inigo
I
will.
would remember it.
Okay.
Inigo will gingerly pick up the amulet on the table and just show it to them.
And she nods. Thank you. Please continue.
our wizard friend here, Indre, was identifying it for us from what we have been able to gather. It's activated, I suppose, and we were no longer in near Fendelin, but were instead in a very dark room here in Waterdeep. We are not entirely sure what triggered it. Maybe it is simply the act of identifying it, but we know very little about what has happened or who we have just messed with, so to speak.
As soon
Go ahead.
as my magic touched it, we were transported.
Lady Silverhand says, this is disturbing news. You said that you were doing work in Fendelin?
Yes, we have been doing contract work there for a while, doing our best to help out and earning some coin for ourselves along the way.
You wouldn't perchance have met our representative from the Lord's Alliance there, Iarno Albrecht?
That name is familiar.
Yeah.
But
Have we?
We haven't met them though.
Albrecht. I don't remember what that was. That from a quest that we got?
No. You have not heard that name in this
Yeah,
campaign.
we
Yeah.
haven't.
Not
we
in
have
this
not.
campaign.
Okay.
You
I
may
don't know
have
why,
heard
but I
it in a
recognize
previous campaign. If any of you have done Lost Mines of Fandelver.
I've
Yeah, I
read
knew
it.
that we hadn't met them because I've never done any pre-done campaigns and I've never heard that name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't know
Yeah, no,
why I
I've read
recognize
the
it.
Lost. No, I've read the Lost Mines, so I do know. I've heard the name.
Yeah. So copy image in Discord. General.
One thing, the guy's still at the hunting lodge, or the the lumber.
Loggers camp.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
that guy's still
no!
waiting for us.
Yeah, wait.
Oh,
It-
that poor guy.
As far as we
We
could tell,
can
did we
find-
like transcend time when we got transported, or was it just like
I think it
We're
was
a
this
week back.
incident.
No.
But we're also 10 days away.
There is
can't.
magic that can bridge the gap.
I'm
Like,
sure
yes,
possible,
as
but
evidenced
by
that's
the
not
necklace.
cheap.
That amulet that you have kind of looks like the picture I gave you.
Okay.
Mm.
If they wanted, or if they want a more in-depth, I would remember the exact like design
And
that was
that's-
on the floor.
And that's it. But it had the design on the floor had a circle around it also.
Okay.
The one on the floor, they were arranged like a peace symbol, but it was the same green, blue, red lightning bolts. That the amulet is arranged like it's shown in the picture that I just posted for you.
Gotcha.
Again, disturbing news.
I slowly begin to take the amulet off the table and put it in my pocket.
Okay,
I lean towards Indre just a little bit. You know they can see you even if you're moving slowly, right?
I know.
I do not
Okay.
want such an item.
It's
Moving
fine.
slowly doesn't mean you're invisible. I've tried.
I might.
Um,
I.
Why are we whispering?
I do not know. It seems very strange to me that you're all whispering.
I
right
know.
now.
I don't really do that often. That was weird.
this is worrisome because that symbol represents the Storm Lord, Halos. The
Do I know?
Have I heard of this deity? Yeah.
and,
I heard of it.
Barnabas continues on. He is known as the deity of storms and destruction.
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
He looks like an absolute unit, though. Just saying.
Pardon?
And you said what kind of creature was performing this ritual?
Half orc.
Orc. Yeah.
We were hoping that he was confined to the divine realm, but it seems like the worshippers of him are increasingly trying to call upon him now. What's worrisome about it is news that we have heard from the north, the Icewind Dale region, is that one of his close accomplices, Arl, seems to have taken over the Dale region and is expanding her abilities and basically has frozen that entire area of the north and has them under her thumb. Even more worrisome is we have not heard from our Lord's Alliance person from Phandalin in about 6 weeks. All of these coming together at the same time is very worrisome for us. Would you be willing to... Lady Silverhand says, just a second, and she whispers to Vajra, and Vajra nods to her. Would you be willing to work on behalf of the Lord's Alliance in Phandalin, trying to find the location of Iarno and reporting back to us when you do? We can provide you a means of transport to Phandalin, the same way that you came here, or we could transport you to any other region in that area, and we can give you the ability to come back to Waterdeep once, if you are willing to do this.
Those are quite useful. Can
I
we,
don't see why not.
as good, turn to the party and discuss?
Oh, yeah. We can talk.
Yeah, you feel free to discuss it amongst yourselves. If you want to, you can go to the other side of the floor if you want to go discuss it in private.
I don't see the need for this to be private.
No, it's... I mean, we're going to tell you the answer anyway, so, I mean... ulterior motives for working for the big heads, I don't understand. Whatever.
Tata, would you like to work with us on this? You are
I
on your
turned to
face.
Trotwall and I'm like, are you with us now?
I mean, you guys look pretty cool. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I don't really have anybody to... I don't have a band of people to travel with at the current moment, and I mean, critics would be nice for my music, so I
Okay.
do see this as...
Will you teach me how to play your little
I just
flute
put my
thingy?
hand on Andre's shoulder like it's okay.
Sham.
Yeah, your little flute thingy. Will you teach me how to play it?
Sham.
Yeah, your little flute thingy.
I swear to
Is a sham
every god I can.
It's a horn. A sham's a
Oh.
horn.
Is it?
I always think of it
Yeah,
as
the little
a
flute
string
thing.
instrument.
That makes it even better if it's a horn.
It's like a... yeah, it looks like a clarinet, basically.
Yeah,
It's
the little
like
flute
a-
thingy.
It's, oh my god. Indra
Sure.
is like rubbing his temples, not only over the fact that she's calling it a flute thingy, but also over the fact that he now has to communicate with another new person.
We have
There's already enough.
we have been in need of somebody else who can fight on the front lines for a bit.
I can do that just fine. I like to think I'd be of great service to this group. Look forward to it.
Will you be needing a lot of healing?
Probably. Actually.
Okay, cool. I just
Oh,
need to
no.
know.
It is always good to know. I, for one, would welcome a new friend, help on our adventures.
Wonderful.
Could be a wonderful opportunity.
Good.
Um,
Definitely good. Names. I'm going to need names as well. We're going to be
My name is Anais.
I am Inigo.
Inigo. You.
Arctos and Indra are both waiting for each other.
He points
saying a word.
This is Indre, our blue friend here, and our metal friend, and I try to knock Arctos's chest plate if they'll let me. Just like the
He'll let you.
two fingers, like two raps against the chest plate. And this is Arctos, the frontliner.
Arctos, Indre, Inigo, and Anais. Good. I am Trottoir. You may call me Hopper as well.
Oh, that's so cute.
Thank you. It will be a pleasure traveling with...
You're a satyr, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just confirming.
Mm-hmm. It will be a pleasure working with you all and adventuring out with this group.
Wonderful. So now,
Is that a yes then for working with the big,
Hold on.
big cheese?
well, that was my next question. Are we doing this? This is quite a step up from the work we've been doing.
I know that
If-
means a lot of money.
And contacts. It could be good for information for anything that's any of you need, that I need.
Just really quick before I do agree to work with you guys. You guys aren't actually like a part of that,
God no.
the
I still
cult
don't even know
whatnot.
what it is.
I
I mean, I
just,
know who Talos is.
I just look him in
The
the
who?
eye,
A cult?
just right
Oh.
in the eyes.
You don't talk a
don't
lot,
s-
do you?
I don't say a word. I just look him in the eyes.
You don't talk much, huh?
You get used to it.
How
I'll get it
we
outta ya.
Killed the
No, you won't.
Hi.
priest of the cult. No, we are not a part of the cult.
Okay, that's pleasing to hear. Pleasing to hear.
I wanted to give him some doubt. I wanted to make him unsure.
Arctos actually turns to the higher ups next to him.
Okay.
Another thing was this this half orc seemed to have an affinity to purse certain objects. Was able to make many bugs and sticks come to life and fight for him.
There were these small.
Sticks.
Like little twig
Without the
things.
without the
That's-
come to life part, it's just like she made many sticks. It's like, oh, did she now?
Yeah.
They
Did she
Kim-
make sticks?
they came to life. It was somewhat terrifying.
Pretty strong.
The Barnabas goes, it sounds like you have encountered a druid.
Indeed it was.
I think she turned into a cat too. Right?
Mm,
No, she
it was
was
a
a
No,
boar.
it was a
Boar.
boar.
it was a
Yeah, same
boar.
I wasn't in the room.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it was a cat, right?
Pig.
Yeah, it was a cat.
Mm-mm.
It's a bigger cat.
Exactly, with horns. And not a cat.
Speaking of cat, where are those? 1 second.
Oh yeah, Garrett's taking care of some cats.
Yeah, I
Oh,
am.
nice.
I'm at my sister's place. Where are the two troublemakers is the question.
So,
Anyway,
So,
continue.
So
it
do you
sounds
wish
like
to?
we're doing this.
I cast message at Inigo, and I whisper, but he can hear it clearly. I don't know about this. I just needed to get somewhere, and this seems like a whole different thing. I don't.
I will motion to Indre and pull him across over here.
Okay.
Is there a concern that you would rather do your own thing and accomplish your own goals instead of taking on more from these people?
I don't know. At first, my goal was clear, get to Candlekeep, and now it's becoming more and more complicated than I thought it would be. I don't know. At first, it was taking jobs in Phandalin and being with all of you, which was unbearable at first, and then became bearable, and then
This is very sweet.
I'm not. I don't. It's hard for me to put things into words. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I still want to get to Candlekeep, but now I don't know what I'm supposed to do to get there.
Well,
I left Neverwinter because I wanted to get to Candlekeep. I had to. But it's taken much longer than I anticipated, and I don't know what to do.
well, there's nothing saying we cannot assist you on your journey to Candlekeep on the way. It's not as though we exactly have a timeline here. How far away? Do I know how far away Candlekeep is?
I. Yes, and I'll get you the distance really quick.
Or at least approximately.
Oh, that is a distance away.
Is that
In the
Yeah.
opposite direction.
Candlekeep is far.
Baldur's Gate. I have the interactive map up.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now too.
And keep in mind, at first he was just planning to like that's what the horse was for, because he was gonna ride the horse there. But before that, he was just like, "I'll hoof it, I'll walk."
Can I cast a message?
Ignorant of
at,
the world's travels, huh?
Can I cast a message at Indre? And just like whisper basically in his ear, you know, if we work for these people, they can teleport us to Candlekeep.
Is that how that would work? Because they said they would
Possible.
teleport us to.
I know they said that's what they would do, but they could if we asked nicely.
Inigo's gonna ask Indre
Who he's
what
talking to?
is going on.
So, Inigo, you know, to get to Baldur's Gate would take about a month if you were traveling on foot, about 30 days. And Candlekeep is around 10 days further travel from there.
Ooh.
So it would take you around 40 days to get there from here.
By foot, horses, you would probably 23, 24 days if you were to use horses.
You cut that in half-ish if you take a horse. If we complete this job for them in a timely manner, and we return to them and we report success, we could ask them to send us on our way. I mean, they would presumably owe us somewhat, and in any case, we would likely have enough funds to find someone else to do it. And I would be happy to accompany you, if that is what you want, if you want friends to help and protect you while you're there and doing your business.
Are you... Why would you do that?
Because I enjoy your company, Indre. You are an intriguing person to me. I've enjoyed talking to you on the instances that we have spoken to each other. You are my friend.
He seems breathless for a moment.
That's funny.
Because-
That's really funny.
Because that's literally impossible.
Yeah, which is ironic because he can't be breathless, but you know, more like exasperated.
Yeah.
Like he's never heard that before,
Oh.
so he's kind of taken aback. I will do this with you all. If you wish to accompany me to Candlekeep, I would allow it. I wouldn't mind it.
That is wonderful to hear. And if so, it so happens that people want to part ways or have other important things to do, I will make this commitment to you. I will go with you. This is your goal, and I would like to help you accomplish it. Though I am certain that our other friends would also like to help. We support each other here, yes? We have each other's backs. And there's no reason that we cannot help each other. And if somebody has a goal that they need doing, I think we can all lend a hand.
Thank you. I'm not good with words, but I appreciate this sentiment, and I appreciate this commitment you've made. Thank you.
It is no problem. Is that the decision made then? Should we go back to the group and let them know what we've decided?
Yes. Yeah.
Wonderful. And then Inigo will lead the way back to the table then.
Okay.
Well, that is 2 votes for doing this job.
3.
3.
I have no
that is a
complaints.
majority. But, wonderful, wonderful. And Trottoir?
I don't have a problem with it.
Well then, that is a unanimous vote. I turn to the nobles. It seems that we are all in agreement. We will do this job for you.
Lady.
Silverhand?
Silverhand, yes. Lady Silverhand stands up. I thank you all. Vajra will see to the arrangements. Mert and Rainier, please come with me to the castle. Sergeant, let this group go on their way. And Mert, Rainier stand. Sergeant Cromley nods to her. Mert, Rainier, Sergeant Cromley, Barnabas, and the 3 guards go down the stairs with Lady Silverhand. And Vajra is remaining here with you. Are you guys ready to travel now, or do you need rest or anything before you go?
Sleep would be
I think
nice.
I need rest.
I think a couple of us have a small amount of business to take care of here. A couple goals.
Well, just ask my name at Blackstaff Tower. You can't miss it. If you get lost,
I know the pipe.
Anybody will be able to direct you to it. If you just head north from the Yawning Portal to Waterdeep Way and head to the far western edge, you can't miss it. It's surrounded by the walls on the corner of Waterdeep Way and the Sword Street. I have a black arrow on the map of Waterdeep pointing to it. For some reason, the name did not come with it, but we'll be able to find it. And I will ask Durnan to provide your party with rooms for the night. How many rooms would you guys be needing? They do have singles and doubles available.
I have a home that some may stay in.
I as well have a home.
So,
if any of you are uncomfortable with that, we can feel free to stay here and reconvene in the morning. I would love for all of you to meet my parents, though.
I want to meet your parents too.
I get to meet somebody's parents today. That's just splendid. I would love to.
I think they would be very
I would
excited that I
love
have
to
made good
play
friends.
with
Oh, you are
Oh.
so nice.
Let me go to Discord really quick. Right click this person.
Man, if Indra wasn't so wary of his parents, you could have met his parents too. It never went there.
Oh,
Oh god.
if any of you like are paying attention, Inigo is genuinely happy that Indra like talked to him about this.
Indra is like kind of shaking a little bit, not because he was like terrified, but because your words hit him hard. And he wasn't expecting that.
And Isis trying so hard not to spill all of the things she definitely should not have heard.
Oh, you mean read from the
Yeah,
lips?
read.
Mm-hmm.
She just
I'm
standing there,
listening.
like gripping the edge of the table, like, no, this isn't yours.
No, don't spill. No.
So I am going to. I swear I just put a line there. Please mark it. So on the map of Waterdeep, I put in the trades ward, I put a purple mark where Arctos's house is. And I'm going to go up to the field ward and put a mark where Inigo's house is. Come on. There we go.
Right on the sweetest. Oh wait, didn't
Now I have to pull up Waterdeep interactive map.
My Foundry is messing up. I'm restarting it.
Okay.
This is so lame.
What were you saying, Garrett? What were
I
you
thought
asking?
your parents moved out of the field ward when... Oh, maybe the money hasn't arrived yet. It hasn't been that
Well, I've been
long.
giving them money for years. They live comfortably there.
Ah.
So,
Okay, so where?
so
is-
if you're at the Yawning Portal and you head west to those main north-south roads, east to the main north-south roads, then you're going to head south. Arctos's house is on the Street of Smiths.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you head all the way north to the top end of
All the
Waterdeep,
way up here.
the field
Yeah.
ward, which is where the basically the army from Waterdeep trains, housed, and stuff like that. Arctos's family basically are traders up there, basically selling stuff to the people that live in that region. Just off of Salt Pork Street.
Where is the tower?
So the tower, if you leave the Yawning Portal, head north to Waterdeep Way, and then you head all the way west, you'll see a building with an arrow
yes,
on
okay.
it that has a wall around it. That is Blackstaff Tower.
Gotcha. Alright, that's definitely somewhere I'm gonna want to check out.
At some point, yeah.
And
Would we?
Vajra says, well, if any of you do need to stay, I'll have Durnan make sure to put it on the castle's tab. Whenever you guys are ready to travel back to the Phandalin Neverwinter Forest area, please go to Blackstaff Tower and have one of the clerks come find me, and we'll make arrangements for you.
Dope.
And then
Thank you.
she heads downstairs and out of the building.
Was that in character too? Did you say dope to the
No!
Jaime?
Another character I play would definitely do that, considering she just said "yeah" to like an eldritch god. So
She just said yo.
Yeah.
yeah. And it was like in her loudest voice too, so it echoed, and it was great. Probably one of my proudest moments in all of D&D.
Love it. You have one really loud character, and now you have this one that just never speaks.
Yeah.
Ever, under any
Definitely.
circumstance.
Well, my Saturday night. Last week I almost got one-shotted.
Oh no.
I'm level 2. I'm a level 2 monk. 20 hit points. I rolled max hit points when we rolled the level 2 at the beginning of the thing.
Damn.
2 people in my party were down. I was doing melee. I knew that they were going to come basically health potion or something to bring the people up, but I didn't want my healer to take an attack of opportunity when they moved away. So after I attacked, I purposely moved out of the way to waste the opportunity attack for the creature. It crit and did 39 points of damage. 1 point away. 1 point away from insta-kill.
God, from instant death.
Yep. Session
That's actually
2.
that's how one of my party members of my other campaigns died.
Was instant
know.
death.
It basically was the DM. Our DM rolled nat 20s on the crit and the damage.
Oh
And-
my god.
And
Just-
we were like, hey, you can't roll double nat 20s, re-roll, and he rolled another nat 20.
Don't tempt fate.
Popped that character like a
And then-
balloon.
And then the player rolled a nat 1 for a death saving throw.
Oh god.
Yeah, so
God.
I was 1 point away from being insta-killed
Insta
Oh,
kill.
on my
God.
session
Wow.
2 brand new character.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Why are you having something that hard, session 2?
I was. It wouldn't have been that hard except for the crits. You know.
Right.
Well, even
And max
even if it's a
dice.
crit, like that had to be a lot of damage. It's like
It-
that has to be like minimum D12s.
It was a mimic.
Ah.
The same mimic that you guys attacked.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep.
But we kicked its butt.
Yeah, you
We
kicked
did.
its
'cause
butt.
we
You had
had
fairy fire on it. Fairy
That's
fire with advantage on every hit. Yes.
That yeah.
Yes. Oops. Almost died. That
Oops.
Oops, all crits.
Oops.
And then in my last night's game that I played, the yesterday afternoon's game, one of our party members rolled 3 nat 1s in a row.
Oh my! I'd give up at that point.
Honestly, I'd be like,
I'd-
alright guys, just kill him. I'm leaving.
I'd start rolling my new characters in D6s at that point.
Yep. So
I actually have another character lined up.
So do I.
Designed like over the weekend.
If you don't have 6 characters ready, you're playing D&D wrong.
if you don't
Yeah.
make a new character a day in D&D Beyond, well, I've got the premium account, so I play
Right,
around
yeah.
You have
with
an
characters.
unlimited
So do I.
supply.
Yeah, I play around with characters all
I
the
have
time.
so many characters.
So
I have, like-
anytime I make a new character, then I copy it like 4 times. Well, what if I do this or do that? You know.
Oh my god.
I use Orc Pub because I can't afford D&D Beyond.
Just
I
make a
just
new
have-
account when you hit max characters. Easy.
Oh my god, that's true. So I have like 3 playable characters and then 3 characters I just made for fun.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
my question is, where do you guys desire to do? It's about 7 p.m.
Let's go to Inigo's house, man.
Yeah, let's have a sleepover.
Yeah.
Arctos is like gonna to meet his parents and then he's going home.
Poor guy.
He's going to his home
Okay.
because he has work to do.
Save that. There we go. Now the clock is ticking in real time,
Perfect.
or it's supposed to.
Nope, it's
There it
moving.
goes.
Okay.
I'm still restarting my computer. I don't know why it's been acting up today.
That's fine. I'll go ahead and just pull all of us out of the yawning portal to the map of Waterdeep. Is the party as a whole going to travel up to?
Inigo's home in the field.
I assume so, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And Inigo will lead the way.
And the whole time, Indre is like just between Inigo and Arctos, like safety net.
Yeah.
Oh,
Safety net. Arctos is like it's like the picture of the knight like protecting the princess with the shield up. Have you seen that picture?
the arm
my
around.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
So Inigo leads you out of the yawning portal to Waterdeep Way, and he points to the west where you can actually see Blackstaff Tower to the west overlooking the ocean. Then he can pointing it out the location to you, and he continues north along the high road, mentioning, yes, when I was a youth, I used to have so much fun here in the trade wards.
When I was a youth.
When youth was I.
Yes, it was very fun playing pranks on people, fast-talking merchants, just finding out
you
what the world
steal
was
While
like.
we're going by, did we hear a merchant
Only
go,
occasionally.
Inigo! And just start chasing Inigo. Just start chasing him down.
No, because Inigo used to play his pranks in the back alleys, type of thing,
Where he would
Gotcha.
so that he could, sneak around a corner really quick and disappear.
Yeah,
Mm.
and being a tabaxi, getting up on the rooftops was real easy.
Yeah, he used to climb along the walls around the City of the Dead quite frequently so we could hop behind him. Playing around in the cemetery in the dead of night.
Yeah.
Indre is bewildered because he can't imagine being able to go out in a city this big.
And he continues north along the high road.
And if they pass any notable landmarks, and he just points them out. It's like, oh yeah, there's this and there's that and there's this other thing. And
when you pass the market, it's still doing a bustling business about 7:30 at night. Oh, those are all market stalls. You could buy pretty much anything there, Inigo says.
Anything?
Almost anything, except for people they outlawed slavery a century or so ago in Waterdeep.
Hmm.
And trafficking, I hope.
Dawn.
Well,
Well,
that's
that's part
slavery.
of that's
Well,
part of the
that's-
slavery thing, isn't it?
But yeah, just, I mean, you'd assume they'd go together.
You would think.
Do they not?
No, probably in some places.
Now, be on your best watch as we enter the field ward. The City Watch doesn't come up here. They let the field ward fend for themselves.
Oh my god, am I gonna get shanked?
Not if you stick with me, says Inigo.
Yeah.
Yeah, stick with me. I won't let you get shanked.
And it takes you about 45 minutes of walking. It's about an hour and a half walk from the north gate all the way to the south gate
Oh my god, that's
in
so
Waterdeep.
fucking-
And we have to go all the way back.
Oh.
I can't even imagine, dog.
But Inigo goes, don't worry, just to the south of the high road gate in the north ward, there's carriages and stuff for hire. I thought we'd enjoy the walk this evening, so I didn't mention it before.
Yes, of course. The walk.
The walk.
it is much easier to point things out. If we are walking, you can maybe pause and take a look.
Inigo, I haven't walked this much since I made it to the west coast.
And that is good exercise for you.
So much walking.
What do you desire to do at Inigo's house?
Inigo will is the
Arctos walks away.
is it one of those things where it's like the bottom floor is the shop and then the top floor is the residence?
Yes.
Inigo will just walk through the front doors of the shop.
And two Tabaxi have their backs turned when the door opens and the little bell rings. We're about to... And then they turn around. Inigo, where you been?
Mama, Papa, it is so good to see you. Oh, these are my friends. We're in town and thought we might swing by and have a word.
All right.
Indre is like, oh my god. It's more Inigo's.
It's more.
Inigo goes up and hugs both his parents, and then introduces everybody. This is Arctos, and this is Indre, and this is Anais, and this is Tretois. And I haven't actually made names for my parents.
Yes, I will let you do that, so I don't have to.
Kathleen and John.
Kathleen and John.
And then Inigo.
Their names are, and I assume they'd have more traditional
Probably.
Tabaxi names.
Tabaxi names. So
Hello, Kitty.
God.
And John.
And John, the true Tabaxi name.
Garfield.
I suppose mom's name would be Flight of a. I'm literally at like fantasy name generators. Mom's name would be Flight of a Robin. You can call her Robin. And my father's name is Grand Branch. You can call him Branch.
Okay, great.
Bran.
Robin.
Bran.
And Rob.
Branch.
Your father goes, were you ever able to find Aymar?
Not yet, unfortunately. It is causing me quite a bit of trouble. I'm hoping that I can find him soon. It is starting to get worrying.
Tell us about your adventures.
And I will tell them a very doctored version of
Leaving out all the danger and like the man
Leaving
who
out
born.
past
died.
exposition at level 3.
I'll tell them like how I met my friends, some of our adventures.
You definitely have never almost died.
Oh no, of course not.
Not even once, and neither are
I feel
his
like
friends.
this is something I've done before, where I've been on jobs for Amar and I have left out the most dangerous details, and they just kind of understand at this point that Inigo doesn't want to worry them too much.
Aww.
They like caught on years ago, and they're just like, it's okay.
It's okay.
Well, thank you for the letters you've been sending and the money. It's again, we've got plenty, you know, we saved up for your apprenticeship. You don't have to repay us for that. But it is nice. It does allow me to get some little nicer things for your mom now and then.
I am very happy to hear that. It is very nice. How has business been? Have you been any interesting customers in?
Yes, almost weekly there's big caravans coming through, and they keep on forgetting to buy stuff in the main city, so they're buying everything they need on Saltpork Street as the caravans all congregate at the North Yard before they head north to Neverwinter and up to Icewind Dale.
Wonderful, wonderful.
While we're here, what do they have in their shop? What's in it? What are they selling?
Inigo, what do they sell?
Yeah.
I mean, considering what they've said, it's a general shop, so like supply, like very basic supplies, stuff for repairing carts, like horse tack, like some ration stuff,
I assume, like,
camping
basic
equipment,
gear, like shoes and jackets and stuff.
like yeah, traveling gear. But then being Tabaxi, they're very interested in trinkets and stories and things that have, you know, sentimental value. So there's actually like at least a third of the shop is devoted to like just neat items.
Oh
Just
my
stuff
God.
that,
Do they have any little porcelain bird statues, like little ones?
That's specific.
Yeah.
They probably would.
Can I buy one?
Sure you can.
How much is it?
Well, as Inigo's talking to his parents, you look around, and in one of the corners, you do see multiple shelves that do have all these little statuettes on them. Some are animals that you've never seen before, but yes, you do find some birds on the top shelf. You grab 2 of them, and you.
Yeah, I do.
Uh,
Trying to decide if Indre is a knick-knack man.
Anais is definitely a knick-knack girl.
Anais grabs them, and you ask, "Well, how much are these? For a friend of Inigo, you can have them."
Really?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Your parents are great.
And
I'm gonna start making them kiss.
you have a sparrow in one hand, and you have a hawk in the other hand.
Oh, perfect! I make them kiss.
I do the same thing, but with 2 different birds.
Arctos is just looking at them like, what the hell? Like, what is going on?
And your mom goes, "Nigo, how long do you plan on staying in Waterdeep?"
We will be here for a day or so. We actually maybe a couple of days. We have some things to get done. We and I tell them about getting teleported into the building, getting caught by the guards, which is not a unfamiliar story. To my parents, about we fought the troll and I killed it. I climbed up its back and I stabbed it right in the neck. It was very fun.
It's very cool.
Is fun the word you would use?
Yes.
Oh yes, it was a great story. What is wrong with
You
a good
almost
story?
died, Tritwal.
Yes, what a great story you did make. Now I can tell a tale of a wonderful band of heroes who kill a troll. And I'm one
I
of them.
guess, yeah.
And then I tell them about meeting with the nobility, and the job that we took.
And then your mom goes, "Yeah, Inigo, sure." She knows about your stories.
It is all true. Ask them. It is all true. No tall tales this
Do you
time.
doubt him?
Well, he's also said that he's killed the dragon before.
Well, we haven't yet.
We haven't encountered
I
one.
think the only dragon that Inigo has seen is the dragons on the coins from Waterdeep.
No, we
No,
definitely saw
not
a
anymore.
dragon.
You mean
Not anymore, anyway.
you mean he's seen a real dragon?
Yeah, a real dragon.
A real?
horses.
I
The dragon.
I may have left that out.
Her face goes flush, and Branch has to catch her as she faints.
This is why I leave these things out. This is why I
This
leave
is
these
why
things out.
Amigo tells the stories.
I start fanning my mom.
As you
Oh,
start
Indre
fanning
just,
your
like-
mom, there is a the door opens, and
I'm sorry, Amigo. I did not mean for this to happen.
It
this
is fine.
why
It
you
happens.
said-
It happens quite often, honestly.
Oh.
Danger is not our forte.
2 members.
What happened?
As you're fanning your mom, 2 members of the City Watch enter. Tax collection time. It's the first. Have you guys paid your
It
taxes
is.
yet? And Rotwall, Hopper,
Mhm.
you already paid your taxes today. The 10 gold that you pay every month, as basically on the first of the month, everybody within Waterdeep has to pay 10 gold.
Oh, this
Oh,
isn't
everyone.
home tax. This is just to live here
Yeah,
tax. Oh yeah, I've-
this is anybody within Waterdeep happens to be in Waterdeep on the first is charged 10 gold apiece, and they give you a
Oh
little
god, even
token.
if I... That's bullshit.
Is this the same tax collector that collected my tax? Is this the same
It's
guy?
not the same one, but when they collected your tax, you did get a token for this month's taxes being paid.
I was gonna say hi to the dude.
Is it per person or is it per household?
It's per person.
Oh, damn.
Damn, it's expensive to live in water.
Oh, I have a question.
Yes.
Can other people pay
Yeah.
your taxes for you?
Yes, they can.
Okay.
You
Or
not
else they
have
would
10
start
gold.
making children work by age 3.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, really.
I go up to the tax collectors and I give them 20 gold, and I, just in case Well, I don't know. Have Inigo's parents paid taxes yet?
You don't know.
We're
I
about to find
glance
out.
at my father.
He points to where they keep the coins from selling stuff there. Go ahead and get them our money, and
Wait.
make sure to show them our guild registry, so we only have to pay half each.
Certainly, certainly.
So here's
I-
the way taxes work. If you are a member of a guild and you pay your guild dues, your city taxes are half as much because of what the guild does towards what all the guilds do towards helping support the city and stuff like that.
Wow.
So, if you ever, so Arctos, you do have your guild chits. You know, your thing that says you are a member. It would only cost you 5 gold. You're used to this.
Mm-hmm.
Inigo is used to avoiding this.
And Inigo so normally on the first, so Inigo totally forgot today was the first and it was tax day. So normally he is, going
He leaves
house
the
top
city
to
for
house
the day?
top, or finding the seedier taverns in town that the city watch doesn't like going into, because they probably won't make it out of. So that
I think after like a few years of it, Inigo would have started to memorize patrol routes for the taxes, and he would just like, as soon as they got through a certain area, he would circle back around into it.
So Arctos, it will cost you 5. Inigo, you can take out 10 for your parents from the money. That will cover both of them.
Does Inigo have to pay?
Oh yes, everybody has to pay. Inigo doesn't belong to a guild.
No. Wait, there's not a bounty hunters guild?
You every time it came to pay your guild dues, you were conveniently not there.
Ah, yes. I think it's likely that Amar ended up.
Yeah, Amar probably, paid a little bit for you, but you don't have the little token that says that you are a full-blown member of the guild right now.
And also he's missing, so he probably wouldn't have paid this month anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'll remove 10 gold from myself.
Okay. And
and I just will start looking around okay, yeah, yes, okay, and pull out 10 gold.
So you all get your little tax certificate for the month of Hammer in the year 1493.
Nice. I'm gonna keep that forever.
I offer to pay for Inigo's.
This is very kind of you. You do not need to. Are you sure?
I would like to repay you for what you said earlier.
You do not need to repay me for being your friend. Your help is all that is required.
I don't do things for other people, really. But I would like to do this for you if you would let me.
It sounds important to you. I will let you do this.
I pay for Inigo and myself.
You do have good friends, Inigo. It's nice to see that you're not hanging out with just 1 or 2 people anymore. Seems that you have grown up quite a bit in the past month or so.
I have had to, and I must admit, looking for Aymar has been quite a difficult journey.
Well, it's 8 o'clock now. It's time for us to close up shop. You're free to have your friends stay in the spare room, or there's room here on the floor. It's up to you. Don't stay up too late. We're gonna go take a bath, and I'm gonna go read. Don't run out in the morning before we see you off.
Of course.
I will
Good
be
night.
going to my home. I have things to work on. Anyone that is free to join me. Yerdreugh, I do have a small library that you may want to look at.
Andre nods.
Yeah.
Inigo's curious about Arctos' home, so he'll snag the spare key from behind one of the. There's like a sconce on the wall, and he just like tilts it because it's loose, and grabs the spare key.
Oh, that's cool.
And lets his parents. I will be back later. I have not been to my friend's home yet, and I'm very curious to see the way he lives. I love you both. I will see you in a bit.
So I am. So that when we're all done, yeah, you guys will have huge tokens on this map. But when we're all done, so I know where you guys are. Your tokens are on the map. So if you do want to take a carriage, it'll only take you about 10 minutes to get to Arctos' house. The carriage would cost you 2 silver apiece. Or you're free to
How
walk.
much is that? 10 silver?
It's 1
It
gold.
would be a gold for all of us.
I pay for it.
Yeah.
So you guys hop in the carriage, and it just basically goes down the high road. Straight down the high road. As straight as I can get it by clicking. And it, when the high road bends to the east, it goes there. And they take you to the Street of Smiths, where Arctos lives. And that's a 15-minute from the time you left Inigo's house. So it's about 8:15.
Yeah. You walk up and you see a fairly plain looking building. He goes up to the front door, pulls out a key, unlocks it. Opens the door and gestures you all to walk in.
I walk in.
Is it
Everyone just follow.
dark?
No,
No,
it's
it's
warmly
not.
lit.
Nice.
Yes.
Welcome to the home of an artificer.
There
Is
are.
it messing?
I have the whole layout already planned out.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
nice.
I
That's very
have
prepared.
it also. Yeah, I made the whole layout. I'm so excited.
So why don't you describe your house to them?
Yep. So you all walk in. Arctos walks in and behind and shuts the door. As soon as the door shuts, one thing you all notice is all the bustle from outside is gone. It is quiet
Oh my. Holy.
inside his home.
And Indiri, you especially notice this, and a flush of relief goes over you.
Oh my god, you have no idea. Like all his shoulders untense, and he just like is.
Arctos, did you magic your house?
I did.
Why can I not hear the outside? This is
Did you
weird.
magic your house?
I'm not used to this.
My creator made it, so it's like so we can work and study. And
So he magicked your house?
indeed,
Nice.
be careful. Do not touch glass.
Oh no. Will it kill me?
Yes.
I'm not used to not touching things. This is going to be difficult.
I would
for me.
not recommend it. So as you all walk in, to the left you see a sheer wall with 2 doors. At the end of that hallway, you see another door. To the right, you see what seems to be like a small sofa with a small table and chair. Past that, again, against the wall, there's a staircase going up, and against the staircase, you see a display case with glass around it and a very ornate looking vase sitting inside of it. Further down, you see like another like cornered off room with a door, and you see 4 torches in this room, all burning, and the chamber is warmly lit. Arctos goes up to the first door on the left and explains that this is the library. It is small and contains mostly only knowledge of the ancient ruins and myths and legends of the lands around. He points down to the next door and says that that is the guest chambers. It is not used very often, but it is functional. And then he points to the corner room on the right side, and he says that that is the kitchen. That is also not used much, but functional and ready to be used.
Does Inigo smell any old food?
No, he wouldn't.
The whole time they're giving us the tour of the house, Anais is stopping every like 30 seconds to be like, "Will that kill me?
What are you
Will
pointing
that
at?
kill me?"
What are you pointing at?
Well, first of all, the vase, definitely.
Yeah. Yep.
And then, like, in the library, a book that looks like really shiny.
When you look in the library, you see a bookshelf. There's books all across it, and then there's one really big book.
Will that one kill me?
To read that book.
Will it kill me?
It will not kill you. It was my
Nice.
favorite when I was first created.
When I was younger than
When
I
I
am
was
now.
Yeah,
When I was a month old, yes.
a month old.
When I was a
That
few
was my
days
favorite
old.
book.
Star?
to read.
Nice to see that you made it.
Yeah, if you pull the book
It's their
out,
first
it's
time into Waterdeep, so
myths
they're
and
guys
legends
describing his house to
and
them.
lore of the world. Essentially,
Oh,
it's a brief explanation of his historian feat. It's how he knows. He just kind of knows things around the world. It's kind of just how. It was the book he read for it.
When the house tour is over, Andre is definitely reading that book.
Mm-hmm.
Inigo?
Yes.
I love your parrots so much, but can we stay here? It's a lot quieter.
If that is what you prefer, I will be staying with them tonight.
Of course. But I just don't want you to feel like I don't like your parents, because I like your parents.
No, it is fine. It is fine. Do
So-
not worry.
They're gonna spend a day or
Spitting
so here in
image of
Waterdeep,
your
and then they're gonna get
parents.
teleported back
That is
to
Am I?
somewhere where they're gonna continue their mission.
Yes.
I will be right back. If you could just make yourselves at home. You can explore the first floor all you want. If you want to see the second floor, please let me know first. And
Like,
he
can't
goes
touch the vase.
upstairs.
Like, not at all.
You can. He wouldn't recommend it.
What is with what will the vase do to me if I touch it?
Explode.
Well,
No, the books!
which
I won't
one?
touch the vase.
Which one? Am I? Which one is exploding? Is it me? Or
There's
is
only
it
one
the-
vase.
Yeah,
Only-
no. Am I the one that's exploding, or is the vase the one that's exploding? I don't.
I don't
tap
think you
the
want either of
glass
those
around
to
it.
happen.
Yes, but I would just like to know which one is happening.
Oh.
If you touch the glass will explode, destroying
see.
the
Oh,
vase,
so
the
not the
furniture, and you.
vase. So the
I
vase itself will
see.
not be exploding.
Oh my god.
It-
I
Technically,
So if
no,
I cast a spell,
but it will be
that
destroyed
teleports-
by the explosion.
Andre
If I
leads
cast a spell that
conversation.
teleports the vase out of the glass and then touch the vase, it won't explode.
Andre's
what?
in the library and he's closed the door. He's reading.
Did you
don't
say
have a spell
teleport
that
the
can do
vase
that.
out of the case?
I don't have a spell that can do that. I'm just curious. Is it the vase or is it the glass?
The glass.
Okay.
Why would the
Do
why
not
does the glass explode?
touch the glass.
Because it obviously it was enchanted to protect the vase.
Well, I'm aware, but I mean, like, well, what's in the vase?
Nothing. It is a very nice vase.
It is. It is.
Arctos is just like, I like this vase. I will.
No, that's
I
actually
didn't
the
make it.
reason. It's literally the first vase Arctos found in the first expedition, and his mentors kept it.
Aw.
Oh,
It's
That's
an
a
elven.
hero.
It's an elven vase worth about, like, I would say, like 100 gold. Like,
That's
it's an
a-
expensive
it's
vase.
just a
It's a
vase.
really, really nice vase and old and ancient, but they just kept it.
It is a really nice face.
It's very pretty.
As a person, I adore it.
I
As
know,
a-
right?
Right. It's like that's
Indra does not care.
the injury is just like that's a lot.
I mean, hey, if you like it,
It'll
protect
be
it, I
back
guess.
soon as he goes upstairs and he goes to
Have fun.
he goes to his mentor's room, opens the door.
Inigo is going with Arctos.
I
Oh.
asked you to stay down.
He did do
Okay,
that.
no problem.
He did ask that though.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I did
I
not
can
hear that.
show it. Yeah, I can show you the upstairs after I do a little bit of personal business.
Oh, good.
That's his workshop, dog.
He goes into his mentor's room, says a few words, goes to the safe that's in there, opens it up, it's empty, and he's going to put all of his platinum into the safe.
Oh.
And how much gold do I have? And 126 of his gold pieces into the safe.
So, Star, how did your
for
matches go
storage.
last night?
So I'm just gonna remove that from my current inventory, but I'll have that on the side
Okay,
as to how much money is in the
Okay.
the safe.
got it.
I don't know why I keep saying vase.
Because I was making such a big deal about
Yeah,
that
he
stupid
kept
face.
talking about the damn vase.
Safe.
So,
Safe.
Safe.
I would like to cast message and ask Arctos very quickly. How many diamonds do you have again? Diamonds?
2 worth
2?
100
Okay.
gold.
Thank you. And then I would like to set up in the living room. I'd like to lay my prayer book out all nice on the table, and I would like to pray to Selune.
Okay.
Just to thank her for us not dying, and all of us being safe in Waterdeep and not getting arrested. That's also very good.
Sick. All right. And then
Hopper.
there we go. Okay, cool.
Hopper's just sort of doing his namesake. He's kind of hopping around a couple rooms and sort of playing his shawm, which I had to listen to a video of it. It does sound more like a horn than a flute.
Yeah.
So calling it little flute thingy is
It's infinitely funny.
very hilarious.
Yeah, after that he heads out. Closes the door. And goes downstairs. Any who wish to see the upstairs is welcome to. I will show you my
I am very curious about this.
I take a small
That's
book
good, Star.
up with me when
I
I
can't play first-person shooters.
take
My
up
fingers don't move
Arctus's,
quick enough
offer to
because of
see
pinched
the
nerves.
upstairs. I'm just speed reading. through
the lost
books.
ruins of Kazarat. Very interesting place. As he heads upstairs. What you see upstairs is just basically as soon as you come up the staircase, a hallway down and 2 rooms, and they built just 2 doors. At the end of the hallway, you see another display case with another. Oh no, it wasn't a vase. We'll just go with vase for now because I don't remember.
Cool
But
rock.
yeah, you see another. Yeah, really cool rock. But yeah, you see another display case with the vase in it.
Will
Very
that one
ornate.
kill me too?
Yes.
Damn.
And he goes down the hall, and the door to the right, he opens it and gestures you all to kind of take a peek in.
I take a peek.
Peak.
To
Hopper is
the
going
left,
to peek.
you see a desk with scattered papers and notes scattered all across it. In the corner next to the desk, you see ripped papers, you see crumpled papers, probably discarded stuff that didn't work out. Next to that, you see a steel humanoid.
Oh.
very reminiscent of Arctos's kind of build, except a lot less sleek, much more bulky, and a little more squared off. Like, it's very more function over
Golem-like.
fashion. Yeah, more golem-like, rather than Arctos's more sleek humanoid.
Is that
Other-
Arctos 1.0?
It is a project I've named in Eulos.
Ooh, that's
His
cool.
boy.
This is
It's
boy.
his boy.
Next to that, you see a bunch of what look to be pentagon-shaped pieces of metal with runes engraved all across them, but the centerpiece is like blown out and destroyed.
What is it?
And they are failed cores. I
Oh,
so close to finding a way to get to. I just cannot find it. The right thing to that can hold in the magical energy. But one day soon. And to
We'll find
the
it.
right, you see a small workbench with basic set of tools. You see like one or two little projects in design, like maybe like a little wind-up toy or something. And then against the wall, you see a map, big map of the area. You see Waterdeep, you see Phandalin, and you see a few places further. What is that, west? Or is that east?
East.
East.
So right.
Yeah. You see
far
like
east
the
does it
high
go?
forest. You see silvery moons. That kind of area.
You see Hopper as he looks around the map. He looks at the high forest and he gives a little smile. His smile grows at looking at the high forest as he's looking at the map.
That where he came from, dog.
And you do see like an actual like pin in the high forest.
Oh,
So, hey, just a quick question here. Big metal man, what's the pin there for? In the high forest there.
Oh, my mentor went on an expedition there.
Oh,
Waiting for his return. So,
oh, huh.
So I would like to know where everybody is going to spend the night and what they're going to do before they take their long rest.
I'm going to be working on those blueprints,
Okay.
and I'm staying at home.
Yeah, I'm staying at Arctos's place, and before I go to bed, I want to go through some of his books and see if I can find anything about the medallion that we found. Literally any information, because I cannot cast Identify. So
Oh, did we keep it? Did they not take the medallion?
No, they did not.
I took it
Oh.
back.
That's right.
Slowly, very slowly.
like in the
So
presence
slow
of
that it was
T-Rex.
obvious that she was that he
Yeah.
was putting it back.
Yeah.
Look, it was more out of anxiety than trying to be stealthful. All right.
Yeah, fair enough.
Anais,
I will be staying here in Arctos' house. However, I am very disappointed that his map is not far east enough to see my house. Very
How dare
disappointed.
you?
okay. Inigo, you're going home.
Inigo is going to go home. Before he stops
Oh.
at home, he's going to be going to the Sword's Rest.
Okay.
Just
One
for a
thing,
bit.
as you try to open the door, it doesn't open.
Whoa.
Arctos,
Oh, right. You see him kind of peek down. Say Vedrak,
Vedak.
and then the door opens.
Ooh.
Ah, nice.
Password door.
Yep.
Arcane.
Arcane lock.
And
Are we in
Harper,
a secret hideout? No boys. Oh wait.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh,
I'm the only
Me.
girl.
I'm gonna be saying, I'll say it Arctosis.
and are you going to do anything before you have to go to sleep before your long rest?
Nothing big that would like change anything on my character, but he would be making a song about killing a troll.
Okay.
Probably keeping other people up
One
with his
thing,
song.
the yes bedrooms does only have 2 beds. Whoever gets
I'm
them
sleeping in the library.
no
I
longer
already
an issue.
planned that.
Before I go to sleep, Tritoil will see me in the bedroom on the bed, like laying on my stomach, playing dolls with my 2 little porcelain birds and my
Oh,
actual
my.
bird.
Oh my god.
Like I will absolutely be like picking him up like with my entire hand, just like moving him around like a Barbie doll.
Oh my god. And he doesn't seem to mind, huh?
No, he just sits there.
What's the bird's name? I forgot to ask what the little.
Apollo.
Aw, it's a cute name.
Thank you.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take about a 5-minute break so that I can let the dog out, and then we
Yeah,
will come
that'd
and
be
get you
great.
your long rest and
Oh yeah.
specifically talk about the blueprints, the medallion, and the sword's rest.
Oh yeah, one thing about the blueprints is that he's gonna go back into his mentor's room and pull some of his blueprints for his arcane firearm,
And
Reference.
and use those to help him.
Gun, axe,
Yeah.
gun, axe, gun, axe.
Gun
Not
axe.
a gun axe yet. It's not.
Damn.
Okay, so I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm going to let the dog out.
I'm gonna get some water because I just ate a whole bowl of beans
Yo,
without
bowl
water.
beans.
Bowl of beans.
It's like Popeye's biscuit. But
And again, I got to take Chewy out. I'll be
You
back in
have
a
to
few.
have water with it. or
I'm
it'll
gonna
die.
go to the
Need
bathroom.
water.
die.
Alright.
I'll be
I'm
back in a
so
minute.
mad.
Yeah,
Not
I'm
a
gonna.
single map that we've come across has gone far east enough to see my house.
They
Well,
went.
yeah,
It went east enough to
you're
see.
really fucking far east.
Yeah, it's only the Sea of Fallen Stars. Come on.
Gotten to
You might
me,
see the edge of the
though.
Sea of Fallen Stars.
Yeah, but she
On,
was
his
like near
map.
the center of it.
Yeah.
So sad.
Well,
Hmm.
he doesn't need the map. He's never been that far, so.
Oh, this sucks. I was not expecting somebody else's character story to also be involved with the High Forest. So
High
I heard
Forest?
there's a pin in the High Forest, and I was like, "Huh, I should have planned for this one."
The High Forest isn't even that far east.
It's not that far.
It's not that
east.
far.
It's a more of a map of the general continent. It's not like a world map.
Hmm. Tough.
I know. It is.
Oh, I forgot to mention. There's also there's a pin in the High Forest. Like that one's like red, and then there's a bunch of blue pins scattered,
Ooh.
and little
Are
tags
those
on all
like
the
old
pins.
expeditions?
Yep, those are old expeditions he went on.
Do they replace it with a blue when it's done and then put a new red one in?
Yep.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's how Arctos does it. It's red for active, go to there, and blue for explored.
That's cool.
You have a flute?
And they all
You
have
found a
little
flute
tags
anywhere
on them
at all?
with names.
Have you found a flute? Was there a flute? Was there a flute found at all?
Most likely.
At least one.
Wait,
I'm
didn't
back.
we actually didn't we legitimately get like a flute or something from
Yeah, and then we
the
sold it
Dragon
because
Grave?
we didn't have a bard.
That's right.
Where did you guys find this flute, and from who?
A ruin.
Yeah, it was the Dragon Rune. Did we sell it? I don't remember. How much did we get for it? I don't remember.
Did we?
Probably, like,
It was the
max,
50
like-
gold thing.
Right.
It's horrible. You guys
50
are
gold for
horrible.
each magic thing.
Yep.
God damn it! I'm
Um,
forgetting. I am so sorry. You have 2 diamonds?
Yeah, 2.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I've asked.
I
Like,
also
every
have
session,
5 emeralds and 5 rubies.
which are much less important.
back actually.
But yeah.
Just
I
realized
am
eat today.
so happy that we got to meet my parents.
Me
I'm happy I
too.
finally got to describe the house. I built it.
Yeah, I literally went to fantasy name generator and I was like, Tabaxi names.
I feel really bad for making her faint.
Yeah.
making what?
So does Ark
For
though.
making your
It's like,
mom
oh,
faint.
oh dear. Yeah, we were when we talked about the dragon. I was like, oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for this to happen.
I don't use his flaws that she can't lie, so.
Yeah, it's like there's a reason that Inigo twists his stories a bit. Like when things are super, super, super dangerous, he will make it sound so outlandish that his parents don't believe him. When it was dangerous but not in a fun way, he just won't talk about it.
Mm.
Like the
the dragon.
Manticore. Or the manticore.
Like you guys
Oh
definitely
yeah,
know,
did you skip the manticore?
he fully was like, yes, we fought the Manticore. It was very stressful,
Definitely.
but we came out on
Definitely
top.
a manticore.
Yeah, yeah. Ark. Would he have? No, he wouldn't have. Just like, do you remember the parts where I saved your life?
Oh come on, I totally saved his life too.
Yeah, we both did.
It's a competition at this
almost
point.
Like that's my entire job.
I'm the better healer. I revive someone down.
It's a competition on who's saved Inigo more.
I definitely
I'm-
saved Inigo more.
I'm back. Chewy
Hello.
just wanted to go outside, look at the rain, and come right back inside. So,
Dogs do be like that sometimes.
well,
True.
it's sprinkling a little bit, and he doesn't like to go out in the rain. But
Ow.
that
I don't
won't
either. I don't
stop
blame
him
him.
from jumping into the water in the backyard. But if it's raining, that must be something different.
If it's from the sky, it's dangerous.
No,
I
if it's
agree.
from the ocean, it's dangerous. He knows to stay away from the waves.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's good.
he's gotten attacked by them a couple times, and now he doesn't walk next to the
Assaulted by the waves.
waves. Yep.
Inigo is also super, super happy, and I'm super happy that Yerdreugh actually like had like a full conversation about feelings.
Out of character, I did almost cry.
I was debating on whether to make Indra tear up or if that'd be too much, you know?
I
I-
cried as a person, so.
I genuinely was like, this is such a precious moment. Oh my
I
god.
know. I was sitting there like, oh god.
Okay. We're gonna start with Arctos.
Yeah. Blueprint.
Axe gun, axe gun, axe gun.
Would like you to make 3 sets of rolls with advantage because you do have other blueprints to work from. Plus, you are at your house.
All right. First roll. 25, but with advantage. Might as well see what it is. Okay.
So you are done with your blueprints for your bullets.
My bullets are done. This is the gun. I'll take the 20.
Yep. Definitely take the 20 on that one.
Uh,
And come on.
23.
And the revolver. You believe
Revolver.
you have enough now to make a working prototype to start testing.
Okay.
Yo, it's gun time.
It's gun time!
All the memes are true.
And that was the, like basically as soon as I'm done with that, it's just like, time to shut down. Yeah.
So you shut down there. Next one we are going to do is we are going to do Inigo on his way home. Stops by the Sword's Rest. And what do you desire to do as you enter that bar? That bar is known for mercenary hiring, stuff like that. And you do know that Amar definitely frequented that location. That's probably where he got most of his bounties from.
In the last couple of years of their working together, I think, would Inigo have like accompanied him there much?
Yeah, he would have been there several times with him.
Okay. Inigo would walk up to the bar and greet the bartender and ask probably a bit about like if they've seen Amar around or if they've heard anything about what Amar might be up to.
The last we heard, I need to pull up. He took a very expensive bounty up to the north. Guess somebody killed one of the nobles in Mirabar, and he went to go search down the dwarf that was responsible for it. Guess it was a once-in-a-lifetime bounty. Something in the neighborhood of 5,000 gold.
That is significant. You wouldn't happen to have the name of this dwarf, would you?
I don't have it right off the top of my head, but if you stop back tomorrow, when I go home tonight, I'll be able to go through my notes, and you know that this person is a go-between for bounty hunters in the area, and that she probably has other contacts that she'll be able to get the name from.
I'd ask, do you know if he was going along with anybody? If he was partnering for this particular job?
He had mentioned about going undercover, hiring on as a caravan driver to the Icewind Dale region.
Okay. It is strange to me. He did not want to share many details with me on this. His behavior was strange. Thank you so much for the information. If you hear anything, as always, let my parents know.
Will do.
You have a wonderful rest of your night. And then I tip 5 gold for the information and head home.
Okay.
And then I will, talk to my parents about what I've learned, and as much as I can just tell them, like, yeah, no, this is what I know. This is not much, but it's a lead.
Sorry, where'd they say the job was? I'm curious. I don't...
Mirabar was where the person died.
Which is way north.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I would have asked who the person is that would have died, asked for them to get me that information as well.
Yep, and they're going to get that information for you.
And then, what was it that they told us in the yawning portal about the Icewind Dale?
That they were
Did someone
worried,
get like new power?
They were worried
They
that
broke
the Ross Maiden, who is a demigod, was expanding her reach within that region, basically isolating it some. And getting the name written down right now. I had to open a different document to find it. I just had it. Okay, Indiri, as you're
Yes.
reading through the library, and looking for information about the medallion, you do find more information about Talos is definitely written there. Talos is known to have close alliances with Arl, the Frost Maiden. He seems to be worshipped by the Storm Giants and possibly the Frost Giants. The Druids of Talos are called the Anchorites of Talos. They typically are located in the northern area of Faerun, and at one time there were two religious orders affiliated with Talos. One was called the Lords of the Tempest, and their goal was to combine different forms of elemental magic, or being able to change one spell that was like fire magic to lightning magic, so that they could work around vulnerabilities of things that they were attacking or resistances. And the other order was called the Circle of Rust and the Worm. Basically, this was a group of sages and mystics that their aim was basically to destroy the world.
Okay.
So, big things, some sort of relationship with the giants and two religious orders.
Okay.
And
Interesting. In any of my searching, did I come across any information about the dragon masks or anything?
not
It's a pretty limited library.
not in Arctos'
Yeah.
stuff. The reason why
Alright.
Arctos would have the stuff about the Storm Kings is because it's definitely in the region that his benefactor was digging through.
Okay. You said I'd find more information in Waterdeep's libraries, right?
Yes, you would be able to. Waterdeep,
Okay.
Baldur's Gate, Candlekeep.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Second. So I'm going to advance the clock to the morning of the 2nd once I can find my mouse. The way I have my monitor set up, it sometimes the mouse will jump from the right-hand monitor to the left one and skip the middle one. And I have no clue why.
Huh.
So I've got to wiggle it back and forth, and then it'll go there. So it is bright and early, 7 o'clock in the morning. Everybody can take a long rest.
Yeah, get my spells back.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
in Foundry, if you click on your thing under Utilities, you can actually click long rest there. And it will give you your stuff back.
I don't
Well,
have
bright
that
and early,
bar.
Arctos is actually going to go
You, if you select your character, you should get that bar up.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna move myself up to my parents' place, and
Okay.
then I'll.
So I will say, last night's game that I ran, there was nobody was able to get the HUD to pop up. So I had no clue. We tried to troubleshoot and it didn't work. So, Inigo, are you able to get the HUD to pop up?
I have myself selected, but I don't see anything.
Okay. Can you share your screen in Discord really quick? Because I'm trying to do some troubleshooting so I can get back to the developer of these modules.
I have forgotten how. Oh, there it is. That one, go live.
And I'll click that. And you do have your token selected. I see. Click the little gear in the upper right-hand side of your thing. Click Configure Settings. Off to the right, it'll say Modules. Click on that. Go down, scroll down, and you should see one that says Token Action HUD. You don't.
I have token magic
Okay,
effects.
so click Close on that window. Click View Active Modules. Scroll down. I'd like
It's
you to
here.
I'd like you to unclick that one. Oh, it won't let you unclick it, will it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disable that module, and then I'm going to re-enable that module. And hopefully that works for you. Otherwise, we can do it through your character sheet. Token Action HUD. Save settings. Everybody's screen should refresh. And then I will do it one more time. It's probably all the more reason for me to spend tomorrow and finalize generating my pristine world. And then one more refresh in just a second. Once I get my screen loaded back up. Yes, I know I lack permissions for that right now. Manage modules. Token Action HUD. Save settings. My question is, did we maybe get it dragged off the screen? So there's one more thing. I'll check once I get loaded back in to see if I see it for you. It's funny because I can log in as you as the player and I can see it. I did that last night with the other people. Okay, that's coming back up.
I'm gonna stop sharing my screen so I can load this.
Yep. So if you click on yourself, were you able to see the HUD?
I'm loading in. Loading map. Okay. Yeah, it's right there now.
Okay. So it worked for you. Good. So now you should be able to click on Utility Long Rest.
Yep, there we are. Thank you.
So the people at Arcdos's house. What do you desire to do in the morning?
Arctos is gonna start up, and he's gonna go and visit his friends.
Okay.
The other one of the stores.
Neighbors. Okay.
Yeah, the neighbors. He will invite the others to come with him. I'm going to go see some people that I create for, some people that I have helped forge things for.
We're gonna meet
they
your
have plenty of
friends.
items. Very few of them, yes.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds fun. Yeah. Sounds
Andre
great.
like steps out of the library and like his hair is a mess and he's holding one book in his hand and he's just like, okay.
He's got a book hangover.
You're free to go. You are free to stay here.
I
Just
should,
remember the word to get out.
I should move around after sitting in a chair
Mm.
and reading all night.
Okay.
So yeah, we go to. I don't think we ever talk about which one that I had the family and friends.
I'm
It
going
would
to.
probably be the weapon.
Yep, probably. Yeah, probably the weapons.
Probably weapons.
You go there and visit. Yeah, Arctos, you're back.
Indeed.
How have you been? Find any new things?
Yeah. It has been quite the journey, and I hold up the Dragon Slayer longsword.
Wow,
This was
that is
quite the
beautiful.
find. Indeed. And he kind of spins it in his hand. I wish to create one just like it.
Huh.
How are you? How's the shop?
Standard sword sell easily. Haven't found any many buyers for the larger weapons like the warhammers or the large axes, but it seems like everybody wants to wear a sword to pretend to be a noble nowadays.
No. I look back at Troll with his 2 hand axes. Do you see any weapons you fancy? Or do you like your axes?
Hopper?
Wall? Hopper.
Okay. He's asleep
Yo.
still.
Yeah, apparently he did not join us.
Any
I'm looking. I'm gonna be hopping to each of the shops to see if any of them have gotten like. I'm looking for a material.
and
Or
what material are you looking for?
the one for my steel defender. I'm looking for that material. I'm looking to see if they've come across any kind of things.
Oh, yes.
Any like hardier metals.
We didn't come up. We haven't seen anything here, but we have definitely heard about some stuff. Up north in Luskin, supposedly there's some bright, shiny, hard metals that people are finding in the Icewind Dale region that they've been shipping out to Luskin. We've only heard of it. We're trying to get shipments of it sent down from up there so that we could try to build things with it.
Do you know if any of it has ever made it to Waterdeep, or?
If it all, it's probably in the hands of the castle right now, or we have not. None of the other members of the guild have actually seen it here. But we have heard of materials coming in from the far north.
And Luskin is super far.
Yeah, Luskin is the last city to the north before you actually get to the Icewind Dale region.
Oh no.
It's basically it's a big port town. Anything else you desire to ask them?
No. Not really. Oh, it was wonderful seeing you again. I have some blueprints that I need to begin making, and I will head home and start building my first gun.
Okay. Anybody else at Arctos' house desire to do anything in the morning?
I would like to find somewhere that sells diamonds, buy a diamond.
Okay.
Like a jeweler shop or something.
Outside so that they can buy this diamond that I have.
Campaign
You
information.
have a diamond?
No.
Damn.
Obsessed.
You want to go to the guild hall, or do you want to go to a store?
Would I know if either one of them would have a higher chance of having a diamond?
The guild hall could probably direct you to somebody that would have one.
Okay.
The Jewelers and Gem Cutters Guild is located on Gem Street in the Castle Ward, in the middle of the street on the northwest side. So if we go to the Castle Ward, Gem Street. Hello, Gem Street. You know what? It'd probably be if I just pulled up the interactive map of Waterdeep. Interactive map of Waterdeep. And type in gym. Yes, so the House of Gems is located just north of the castle on Gem Street. I'll put a circle around it for you on the map. There's the castle. Here's Gem Street. It's kind of near the yawning portal from last night. And I circled that. That is the actual guild hall.
Yeah, I'll go there.
Okay.
After that, we'll probably meet up with Ego.
So you start to head towards Inigo's place. Would you try to take a carriage or kind of skirt and walk around? Get there?
Carriage.
Okay.
Carriage.
When you get to the high road, you see basically carriages for hire, the Uber / taxis of Waterdeep.
Fantasy Uber.
Yeah, you can wave one down, and basically cost you 2 silver to get anywhere within Waterdeep.
Okay.
So I'm gonna send you up in that direction. Anais, are you going to take a carriage, or are you gonna walk to the gym place?
No, I'll just walk.
Okay, you walk, and as you get there, it's open. They ask you, good morning, how may we help you this fine day?
Hello. I was wondering if you had any diamonds worth about 100 gold?
We don't have any directly here, but if you go to Halazar's Fine Gems, I'm sure they do.
Where's that?
It is located just off of Jolthun Street, on Shield Street, just north of the market area in the Sea Ward. And I will mark it for you on the map. Just Jolthun. There we go. Shield Street. Yes, your marker was very close there. It's right there, circled. Oh, cool. Um,
So I'll go there then.
yeah, you'll end up going up
Yeah.
there. And Indiri, you make it to the gates to the field district, and your carriage drops you off, and you make it to Inigo's house about a little after 8 in the morning.
I knock gently.
Inigo would answer it. Yes, we are open right now. Andre, I'll never see you. I was just helping my parents open up shop.
I was wondering if you would like to accompany me to the what was it called? The
Blackstaff Tower.
If you would like to accompany to the Blackstaff Tower, I am planning on doing some research there.
Oh, certainly. Have you eaten this morning?
Considering, no, I don't think I
No.
have.
Come on,
Arthur
we
wouldn't make her if he doesn't know how to.
Yeah.
we have some leftovers around, still warm. Stay a minute, have a meal, and then we shall head off.
Thank you.
So whatever we ate that morning, I would share with Indri, finish opening up the shop with my parents, and then hug them, say I love you, and then head out.
Okay. And she, Indiri had mentioned libraries. Going to Blackstaff Tower to see the library. You do know that the largest library in Waterdeep is called the Font of Knowledge. I have marked it on your Waterdeep map. It's just west of the market area. If you want to, you can point that out to Indiri also on your way down to Blackstaff Tower in the Castle Ward.
Yeah, I'll point that out. I'll let Indri know. Like, there's a far larger library on the way down there. Would you like to stop there first?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Okay, Hopper, are you back?
Yes, I am. Sorry.
Okay, so Arctos took you to one of his neighbors that are weaponsmiths. Asked if there was anything that you would desire there.
Yeah, they're weapon and armor. Smith. So all manners of weapons and armor.
Do you have any hand axes? Do they have any hand axes that I could maybe scope out?
Oh, of
Fan
course.
Oh, why?
Okay. That sucks. I need to go look at something really quick. But hand axes. Yeah, are you looking for anything particular, or just raw beating things, or something with pretty designs on them?
I am a big fan of pretty designs. You have caught my attention. Any hand axe that you have with any beautiful designs. If you have anything of the floral pattern or whatnot, it would be very appreciated. But anything
I could add the floral pattern to your.
Could you?
I could.
How wonderful! Anything that looks pretty that you think is fine, as long as it chops. It's nothing too different to me, but that you've mentioned pretty designs.
Well, we've got several that we just came across recently that have. Here's a set of 5 that the heads of the axes all depict dwarven warriors in combat with some giants.
Okay. I'm liking this. It's nice. It's nice.
Yeah, they were brought here to us recently. A group of adventurers found them and part of their family's what do you call it?
Inheritance?
They were burying one of their families in the family crypt, and they came across these items, and they thought it would be better to get them in hands of somebody that could use them instead of just leaving them buried underground.
I will be glad to take them off your hands if they are for sale.
Oh yes, the set of 4 would cost 20 gold. Normally we sell our hand axes for about 5 gold apiece, but as a set they're only 20.
And then halved again, because I am here.
Yes, and halved again, so it would be 10 gold because Arctos is there.
Oh, sick.
Families discount. Family of
10 gold, 20 gold, 10 gold?
10 gold.
Okay. I will gladly take these off your hands then. He reaches onto his hip and pulls out his little coin purse and has a little handful of 10 gold and pops it down.
Okay. And I'm going to go to music.
last thing he would say is, if you do come across any of that material, please let me know.
Okay.
Yeah, he would get out.
And yes, we'll definitely be on the lookout for you. Indiri and Inigo, you head south. Oh, let's get your gem first. Your diamonds. Anais, you're able to make it to the gem store. What are you specifically looking for? How can we assist you this morning?
I just need a gem, a diamond worth about $100 gold.
$100.
$100.
$100.
Yeah, $100. You start throwing porcelain dolls at them.
Oh, definitely. We've got plenty of diamonds in that range. I've got, well, if you're looking for anything bigger, here's one that's, this one's worth 300. Here's a couple worth 150 a piece. And, oh, yep, I do have two that are worth 100 gold pieces each.
Could I take the 300 gold one and the 100 gold one?
Sure, no problem.
I will pull out 40 platinum and gingerly place it on the counter.
Oh, why? It's a pleasure doing business with you. Yeah, if you have any gem needs while you're here in Waterdeep, you know where to find us.
Thank you very, very much. And I will take them and stuff them in my bag and run away. All excited.
As you take them in your bag and run away south towards the regular market, you do notice Inigo and Indiri walking west along Trader's Way. Are you going to approach them?
I'm gonna try and sneak up behind Inigo and scare him.
Are the streets pretty full at this time? Like, are they starting to
Yeah,
fill
they're
with
starting to
people?
fill up. That's why you hear these sounds coming through now from Fred Boat.
Okay. I'd just like to mention that Yerdreugh is attempting to stay very close to Inigo.
Inigo
I'd like to
is.
sneak up behind Inigo and try and scare him.
Anais, I would like you to roll a stealth check.
Yeah.
Does Anais wear perfume? Perchance?
Yeah. Yeah, she does. I was gonna
Since-
say no, but yeah, she definitely does.
Since Inigo's got that scent thing,
I'm adding to your passive perception right now. You do catch a whiff, Inigo, of Anaisa's perfume. It's just like a brief thing. It's like, wait, that smells familiar. I've smelled this smell for the last couple weeks.
Yeah, like
every
month.
day. Yeah. And you start to look around. Are you going to turn your head to the right or to the left?
I will turn my head to the right, and if I see her, I will pretend I don't, because I get the sense she's sneaking up on me.
You turn your head to the right, and you feel a tap on your left shoulder.
Inigo turns and is like, "Oh, I thought I smelled you coming.
Oh,
In the nicest
Smell me?
way possible. Your perfume is rather unique. It is not from here."
well, boo.
At first, Indre seems kind of mortified because he didn't realize who it was, and then he like is less mortified.
Did I scare you?
You surprised me, certainly.
Yes.
To be honest, I was not sure if I should be expecting trouble. Tobacks are not common on these streets.
Yeah, I'm here to beat you up. Be
Oh, so
scared.
scary, so scary.
So as you're making your idle chit chat, Inigo continues heading west on Trader's Way, and points out, yeah, here's the Temple of Agma. This is the font of knowledge. It's the largest library in Waterdeep.
Indre is elated. As soon as they step in, he just like his eyes light up, and he's like, "I'm so." Is there a front desk?
Yes, there
Kinda
is. There are
Okay.
several scribes waiting as you come in. There's when you first walk in, the building is multi-stories tall, but when you first walk in, the first 3 floors of the building are open, and then all along the walls of the north, east, and west walls, you came in from the south, 3 levels of just bookcases totally filled with ladders that you can see are movable to get to the various levels of where the books are located. And then you see another stairwell off to the eastern side that looks like it goes up to the 4th floor above there. So books, books, books.
Okay. Let's see. So I go up to the front desk, and this is something you guys probably never seen before. Indre is like confident as he walks up to the desk, and
No,
he's,
Arctos
like,
saw this when we went to.
That's true. Arctos saw it. Nobody else has seen Indre like actually take charge. He goes up and he asks, "I am looking for information on a few topics. One would be the dragon masks, and let's see. Another would be, let's see, keepers of the secret hoard, wearers of purple cult of the dragon, and possibly followers of the scaly way. I think that is it. yes, I do believe that is all the information I need at the moment.
Okay. They give us a few minutes. We'll try to see what we can find here, and then they open up little boxes that have papers in them, and they flip through, and they grab a couple of the papers, and then that looks like it leads them to another box with more papers in them.
The Dewey Decimal System.
And the person hands one of the papers to, looks like a runner that's, you see, move the ladder, one of the ladders on the west wall over about 3 sets of shelves, and then starts climbing almost all the way up to the top of the 3rd floor and grabs 2 books and brings them down. And a second paper is handed to another one of the runners that goes to the eastern wall and helps bring that brings down another book. You had asked about the masks of the 5 dragons. We do have, for the masks of the dragons, we definitely do have information about that. Other cults in general, it sounds like associated with dragons. The cult of the dragon, here, that's this book. It hands you a big book, and then on the front of the book, it's titled Old Snarl, Snarl. And as you flip through this book, you read stories about an ancient red dragon that has been worshipped by the cult of the dragon. They call this dragon Old Snarl. Its real name is Cloth, Klauth. Most of the sightings and the decimation associated with this dragon are in the mountains to the west of Mirabar.
How do you spell that?
Mirabar, Mirabar. And that's located to the far north. As you read through various descriptions of this dragon, say it's huge but graceful. Some people have described it as being as supple as a cat. His body is covered in old, wicked-looking scars where scales have been torn away and never grew back. He has been known to brutally attack other dragons. As far as references of purple cloaks and stuff like that, you do find cross references that they pulled stuff out of. Another familiar thing is pointed out to you that the higher ups in the Red Wizards of Thay, when they meet, they all have hooded cloaks that are of a deep purple, and that is basically, purple used to be the sign of royalty. The wizards believe they are basically royalty in their own rights, and that's why they adopted the purple thing, and that they have, the Wizards of Thay have at times tried to align with Tiamat as their ultimate goals not necessarily being the same, but there is enough cross purposes that they've had some workings. And there is a recent entry about the dragon masks.
Ooh, okay.
It has been that there are rumors that the black and blue masks have been found by the cult of the dragon, and that the white mask has been seen in Baldur's Gate area, and that's within a week or so ago.
Okay, the white mask?
The white mask.
Just out of character, I kind of think, I don't know, if they're gathering these masks to like summon Tiamat or
Yes.
something like that, then we should probably, I don't know if it would be our concern to like collect at least one of them to keep them from having all of them.
Probably not yet, if we're speaking
Yeah.
out of character wise.
It's that is a concern. I think if Inigo found out, he'd be like, we should try and do something about that.
Yeah. Wait, no, didn't we connect the dots? Like, actually,
Yes.
like, when we went to the last library, we were like, so there's 5 masks. We know
Yeah.
of Tiamat, and we know Tiamat has 5 heads.
Yeah.
Colors and
connection.
know about the types of.
Yeah, Indre and Arctos made that connection, but I don't know if we've told anyone yet.
No.
Indre hasn't said anything to anyone else because he wants to get more information before he tells anyone, because
That's fair.
he probably assumes
Arctos probably
Indigo-
feels the same way, too.
So, where are the 2 masks that were found? The note alongside there says, believed to be in possession of the cult of the dragon.
Okay.
And then the
So that's
and then for the white mask it says, rumor of a sighting in the Baldur's Gate area, location
Is it-
unknown.
Does it say anything about red and green?
No, as far as the recent stuff, no, it doesn't, but it does describe each of the masks. If you want to know specifics about each of the masks, that information is available for you.
I do want to know if there was a last known location for the green and the red,
Okay.
or last suspected location at the very least.
For the green one, Luskin area. It was the last note about the green mask was 20 years ago. It was put aboard a ship that sailed out of Luskin to the north.
Okay.
And
Highly
the
doubtful it's still there.
red mask, the only notes that are in there said that this was seen at some time after the Sundering in Mirabar by one of the spies of the Zentrum saw what they believed was the Red Mask about 40 years ago in the Mirabar location, in the city of Mirabar itself.
Is it 40 years ago?
Yeah.
Sorry, it was Black and Green were in possession of the.
Black and blue.
Black and blue were in possession of the Cult of the Dragon.
Right. Got it.
Okay.
And that's as recent as a couple weeks ago.
Then white is near Baldur's Gate, but specifics unknown.
The green one was put on a ship out of Luskin, heading north about 40 years ago. The ship never returned.
That's
Okay. So it's
good.
probably like in the ocean or
in
something.
the ocean.
Yeah, it got intercepted along the way.
Or that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. After that, I take the portions of that letter that Arctos and Indre deciphered. I copy it down on a piece of paper and I hand it to the receptionist. And I say, "Does this look familiar at all to you? Possibly any of these key phrases popped up somewhere recently in any books."
Let me go get one of our scholars and have them look at this for you. And an older gentleman comes down the stairs, and he takes the piece of paper that you wrote the information down on. Yes, this is an ancient cipher / code system that was used by the Red Wizards of Thay. I do have some books on that. If you give me about 20 to 30 minutes, I will be able to decipher as much as I can. Do you mind if I take this piece of paper with me?
Of course.
Okay, and he turns and climbs that stairwell that zigs back and forth along the outer wall and then pokes up through the ceiling of the 3rd floor up to what are apparently some offices up in that area. And as noontime approaches, he comes back down and sir, do you understand what you have here?
To a degree. I am researching in order to fully grasp. I believe it is some sort of conspiracy or prophecy.
What's located within here appears to me to be the final portion of a summoning spell to summon a creature or creatures from the 9 hells to the materials plane.
I believe I have an idea of what creature they may have been trying to summon.
And so do I, and it's worrisome. Are you is this just a mild hobby, or is there more to this? Because I believe that if there is truth to what this cipher says, that either the Black Staff or the Open Lord should need to be notified.
I will make note of that. Thank you.
I will take you on your word.
Thank you for the information. I find Inigo and Anais, and I look them both dead in the eye, and I say, we need to get to Blackstaff immediately.
Are we gonna
I'm assuming
die?
they're mostly playing with things in the library.
As soon as I see them doing that, I take a deep breath
Inigo is being respectful, but he is definitely like browsing shelves and being like, "Are there any crazy books here?
Well,
Are there any
unfortunately,
crazy-"
you can't get to the books because the only ones allowed to touch the books until they're brought to you are the runners or the scribes.
He's just
it's not like
looking. If he's allowed to look,
yeah, you're allowed. So what they do have along the south wall inside there is that there are various bits and pieces of books that the scribes have copied, and bits and pieces are posted along the walls. Some of them have pictures. Some of them have, ancient folk tales and stories and stuff like that.
Oh, I would definitely be reading those.
he'd be looking for information on like any stories that might have been, as unlikely as it is, written down by any of the Tabaxi.
Okay.
I would be looking if any of them have anything to do with werewolf.
Did the scribe give me back the piece of paper?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
And alongside of it, there are the actual words for the summoning.
Oh, okay.
He actually wrote on the piece of paper.
He translated it for you after all that work you spent trying to decipher it?
Yes, he did.
Okay. All right. I memorize it just in case. Just to, if I ever see any of this anywhere else, I'll recognize it.
Inigo, you there is a story about Tabaxi that was abandoned in an ancient forest that was raised by treants, and he learned this treant magic, and the title of the story is the Nature Mancer.
Inigo's getting that book.
So it's basically like in a frame on a wall, and you go up to the counter and ask, can I get a copy of that? And the guy goes, oh, that story, it'll be 2 silver, and he rummages around down below and rolls up a piece of paper that has the story on it. Basically, it's a large scroll on vellum, and rolls it up, puts it into a tube for you, and 2 silver, please.
And Inigo hands over the silver for it.
And anything else? So Indiri said we need to get to the tower. Like,
I wanted to see if there were any on about.
Inigo would have done this before.
Yeah.
So, what were you looking for?
Werewolves.
Werewolves.
Yeah.
There are so you did ask about Indiri was doing research. You asked about werewolves, and they brought up lycanthropes in general, and they started, the first things you saw were werebears, werebears, and you finally get to the werewolves area, and there are some rumors that people have been transported to some sort of parallel plane, but besides those fanciful stories, there are what they believe are confirmed sightings of werewolves near Dagger Ford. And Dagger Ford is located south of Waterdeep on the tradeway that heads south towards the Baldur's Gate area.
I see. Okay, that's it. I'm happy.
Okay.
So then I suppose we head to the Blackstaff Tower.
Yeah. Unless
Yeah.
we want to, like, grab Arctos and Trotwall.
So would in theory think that this is important to have the whole party there when you disclose everything at Blackstaff Tower?
I think so. He would... At first he would second guess it, and then he'd be like, we probably should have everyone here.
Hey, so you guys either hop in a carriage or you head back to Arctos's place. Does anybody
That's the
remember the
time,
name of the door?
Arctos.
I assume Indra would.
Would Inigo try to open the door with the word?
He would make just the worst attempt at it. Because I genuinely don't remember the word.
It started with an L, I think.
I think
I
it started
don't.
with a V. I think it started with a V.
Okay, but you know the word. That's not fair.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm helping you. I could have just said nothing. I could have said yes. Yeah. Start with an L.
Valar?
No, it started with a D.
Oh, a D.
Door.
No!
It's
Indra
Open
would
up, please.
remember it. I, as a player,
Well, did you hear it? Because you were in the library when Inigo was leaving.
well, they would have
Yeah.
needed it to leave.
No, they left with Arctos in the morning.
So Arctos doesn't need to say the word, but other people do.
Yeah.
Okay.
The door is magically attuned to just let Arctos in and out freely, while others need a pass.
So... Okay,
So, like,
Indra would...
You can also
probably.
knock.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I
So,
just knocked.
Indiri
Like, I
casts
knocked
knock.
real fast.
And the
With
door
hands.
blows open. No, so you knock.
Like, really, really fast. Like, urgent kind of fast.
Do you knock like really hard too, so it's like loud?
Probably
Yeah.
not.
Damn.
He knocks at a medium level when it's urgent.
Okay.
Any other time, it's like really soft.
Arctos goes down and opens the door. Hello.
We need to go to
Where?
the tower
It's a Blackstaff.
immediately.
We're not leaving on the. We're not leaving Waterdeep yet, right? 'Cause I
No,
have work to do here.
It is important. If you wish to come with us, you may. If not,
Yeah, I
you
will,
can
but
stay.
I'm just making sure we're not
No,
teleporting out of the city yet.
this is something else. It has to do with what we researched in the library in
Got it.
Neverwinter.
Yes. Okay, let us hit that then. I don't know where what was the other name? It was
Trotwall.
Hopper.
Wall.
Hopper.
I don't know where Hopper went. Did he go back to Arctus's home and he's just chilling there?
I
Or
would assume that he did that. Because
He's
he
muted.
Yeah, he's muted.
So he went with you, I would assume.
I would grab him, I guess, and you
Yeah.
more or less drag him. I'm not leaving him alone in my home.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
He'll kill himself.
So you're easily able to make your way back to the Blackstaff, or to the Blackstaff Tower. There are guards at the gates as you go to enter. How may we help you this afternoon?
I need to speak to someone important in charge. It is of urgent matter.
We needed to speak to the High Wizard, right? That's who said to
Black-
Bajra?
Yeah, Vajra. You mentioned the name
Yeah,
Vajra and Blackstaff, and come with me, please. And they walk you through the gates in the outer area where there's some smaller buildings to the main building. And they open up the door and invite you in, and the guard says, these individuals say that they need to speak with Vajra, and the obviously it looks like a wizard looks up and goes, she described these individuals to us last night. We'll go get her for them. And one of the other wizards that's there goes to the right. It's almost a circular kind of bending passageway as they walk away. And then the guard heads back out to the front gates area.
Please hurry.
And a few minutes pass, and the wizard clerk that went away says, please follow me. She'll meet you in her office. And you follow this passageway that goes to the right of the main door, and it kind of curves around in a circle, and you have no perception of going up or down at all, but the amount of time that you're walking, it seems like this tower is bigger on the inside than it is on the outside.
That's really cool.
And after, like I said, about 5 minutes of walking, she knocks on the side of an open door where you guys do see Vajra there. And she nods and waves the party in.
I come here with urgent matters. I was at the Font of Knowledge researching something, and they recommended I come to you with this information, and it is imperative for you to see. And I hold out the piece of paper.
And she reaches out and takes it in her hand. And may I ask where you obtained this information?
We were exploring ruins near Phandalin, and we found a bag. One was a sealed letter. The other was this piece of paper. We deciphered it, and I have been researching it, following up on it since. And we realize now how grave this information is.
Yes, this is severely dark wizardry. You call this dark wizardry at its best, or worst, depending upon your point of view.
This, combined with the information that the cult of the dragon has been gathering the masks of the dragon and has found two, I believe you may be able to put together what this means.
Yes, so we already knew the cult was in process of gathering the masks. We have done all we could to prevent tales of this from making it out into the general public. I ask that you try to do the same, not let the general public realize this, or there may be widespread panic within the streets. We were working.
But I don't often talk to people.
Do we have the letter still that connects the Airlos family to this?
Yes, you do.
whoever is holding on to it, I would nudge and be like, we should the letter. So
Not
whoever
everybody's holding that.
I think it'd probably be Indre.
All right. I also hold out the letter. We found this along with the paper we deciphered. This was
It
the
was
sealed letter.
it was in Coneyberry. The ruins of Coneyberry, to be more specific. Buried.
Yes, I understand. Honeyberry being ruins now. And how long ago did you find this letter?
Like a week ago? No.
How long is a week?
10 days.
2 days.
10 days? It was like I don't want to say no
It'd
more
be
than
like 6.
Yeah, no more than 7 days.
Alright.
Somewhere
And
around
you
there.
say this letter was just in a bag in these ruins? Nobody
It was
with it?
It was a hidden chest. They were most likely trying to smuggle information.
Wasn't there something missing from that chest? Like there was a
There
spot
was
where
an empty
something.
chest.
There was an empty satchel. Like
There was
something
yeah,
had already
there was an
taken
empty
from it.
satchel in there. And this letter doesn't say whom this family is supposed to provide assistance to. Anybody could use this letter to do stuff.
Wasn't there a certain letter that we got that had like a family-specific name attached to it?
Yeah, this is the one.
That's
It's
the
the
letter.
Airless family.
It says that this family that is named can be given this letter, and whoever gives it to them, they provide assistance to without asking any questions.
Right.
We had the beginnings of a plan for an investigation into this, using the letter to gain access. We did not quite know the weight of this at the time.
With all of this, we also found was it a spell book?
Yeah, it was a
Yes,
spell
it
book.
was.
Yeah.
By the Red Wizards of Thay. If we are to believe that this letter was addressed to the Red Wizards of Thay or somebody connected to them, perhaps.
She looks over the entire party and looks at each of you in the face. And then, sir, do you mind if we speak privately? Indiri?
Yes?
Yes, you mind, or yes, it's okay?
It's fine.
Okay. Vajra asks, can you guys please step outside for a few minutes and close the door?
Certainly. Inigo will keep an ear close to the door and hope that it's not magically warded against that.
Indre's confidence is hoofing.
Arctos is gonna step outside.
It's pooping.
I gotta go do something. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Indiri,
Inigo will remind Indre, if there is a
Indre?
problem, you have message.
Yes.
Indre, I'm going to take you down to a different voice channel for about a minute or two.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, so I don't hear.
Okay.
Yes, so that Inigo doesn't eavesdrop on us.
Okay.
If you were able to determine that this book was a spell book, you wouldn't happen perchance be studying to become a wizard, would you?
I am.
Would you be interested in the work that you obviously have done with this research is above and beyond what we would consider normal for even an aspiring wizard or somebody new to the craft. would you be interested in, let me find my person. Becoming a member of the Watchful Order of Mages and Protectors. It is one of our wizards organizations here in Waterdeep, whose prime concern is to seek out crimes that have been involved with the use of magic and to track down those individuals that use magic to the detriment of others.
I would certainly be interested, but it would have to be after I accomplish certain goals with the group I am with.
Well, besides getting access to Blackstaff Tower as you will, it also provides you access to our teleportation network within Faerun, where you'd be able to use the teleportation circles within here: Blackstaff Tower, Neverwinter, Baldur's Gate, and Luskan.
Even the Candlekeep?
Unfortunately, Candlekeep does not have any direct teleportation circles. It's worded somehow.
I see. So, if I took you up on this offer, I could transport us willingly whenever I want.
From one
Here
of these
and-
cities to one of the other cities, yes. And we do have higher level members that if you desire to transport from one of these cities to a different location, they could help with the teleportation if they are familiar with the area. Unfortunately, I did mention that I could give you a scroll of teleportation to get you back here once. Those are quite expensive, but as you progress within the order, that would definitely be a spell that we would teach you, so that once you become familiar with an area, you could create your own teleportation circles back to these locations.
What would this job imply I do for you?
Right now, it's basically continue doing what you've been doing. Try to find information about this supposed summoning of creature or creatures from the nine hells to the material plane. Just continue. If you find anything odd, all I ask is that you provide the information to myself or one of the leaders of the wizards in either Neverwinter or Baldur's Gate, and they can get messages to me directly.
I see. This is something I would be interested in.
And then she opens up her desk drawer and she pulls out a little token that basically is an image of the Blackstaff Tower, and then it's got 3 stars over the tower. If you are ever in need of assistance, you may show this token to anybody from the Lord's Alliance or anyone from the Wizards guilds in the major cities. This is also your pass to get into and out the Blackstaff Tower at will, and your permission to use our teleportation network.
I am still allowed to pursue my own goals.
Yes,
while
all I ask is that as you are pursuing your own goals, that you be on the watch, and if you find any information, you get it back to the tower. When you're getting ready to leave here, I will introduce you to one of my lieutenants, so that you can become familiar with him. You do know. Oh, let me see something really quick. Spells. You are a wizard. Um, let me see that. Do you know the sending spell?
Sending spell. I don't think I do.
It's a 3rd level spell, so you probably don't right now.
No, I don't.
Here, and then she gets a piece of paper out, and she starts drawing some arcane runes on this piece of paper.
As she's doing that, can I try and memorize her movements as she does it?
Yes, but she's going to give you this piece of paper. This spell is a minor portion of the sending spell. This one will only work for you to communicate with one individual, and that individual that this spell is designed for, her name is Hilda. She is one of my lieutenants. If you find anything important, please contact her regardless of where you happen to be so that she can get information to me.
Okay.
So it will require the use of a 2nd level spell slot to cast. And it is I'm going to call it a minor sending spell, and it only will work to go to communicate with Hilda, one of Vagra's lieutenants. And she's going to invite the rest of the party back in.
Okay.
Back up here.
Instagram videos.
And
I'm back.
I mean,
you
it's
guys
kind of-
are-
Apologies all round. My headset stopped working, and I should have said something in chat, but I did not.
So the party is invited back into the room with Vagra.
Okay, great.
And they enter.
Is Inigo not Inigo? Is Indre dead?
Indre described just so Vagra told you to open the door to let them back in. What do they see as they open the door?
Indre is, I don't know, probably a Nais with her passive perception being godly and whatnot. She could probably notice that Indre is shaking slightly, but not harmed in any way. He's a little distressed, but he's not in any pain or hasn't been hurt or anything like that.
Okay. This is acceptable. I walk in. This is his default state.
Inigo, having been worried the entire time, will like Lindre's gaze and be like, "You okay? Are you doing?"
He nods to Inigo.
Okay, all right.
So we enter the room.
I will inform you later.
Again, thank you for bringing me this information. And again, when you are ready to transportation back to whichever area you desire to finish up your obligations, your friend here knows how to what she needs to do to get you there.
Whoa. Teleportation circles.
I don't know about that yet.
It's definitely that.
And if you don't mind, I do have I must go see the Open Lord immediately. I do wish you guys the best, and please
Have
stay
fun.
safe.
Tell her I said
You
hi.
as well.
Indra just nods.
Inigo will start to walk the direction that they took to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Indra follows behind.
Trotwal is playing his dumb
His
sham.
little flute thingy.
His dumb
He's
flute.
he's
His
been
dumb weird
following.
clarinet flute.
I am so good at giving characters excuses for my shortcomings. For me not being able to hear anything that happened. Trotwal was just he was following. He was just very focused on playing his sham. So
Just like retuning
That whole
it.
time.
And, like,
in it. He's in it. He is in the zone. He's making a new
Auto
song.
zone.
Just a really intense solo the entire
like
time.
every once in a while, he will look up to make sure that the party is still there and that he has not been left behind. So when people start moving and leaving, he starts following. But he's in his absolute. He's in there.
Just in the zone.
you know, you're real bardy for someone who isn't a bard.
The
So-
fighter being a bard?
You're real bardy for a not bard.
So my question is, where would the party be heading after they leave Blackstaff Tower?
I'm heading home.
Inigo would say, I need to head to the Sword Rest Tavern. If any of you would like to join me, it is a very short trip, just to pick some information up and just have a word with the bartender and maybe the
Inigo,
owner.
As you're saying this, you reach your hands into your pockets, and I just messaged you.
Oh,
Have you been robbed?
I look at it.
oh.
I don't need to go anymore.
The information has been
I
deposited.
pull the note out. And we should go to Arctos' home, and I will let you know what is going on.
How's every? All right.
Okay.
So we go to
Um,
my home.
Yes.
Oh, one more thing. As we walk in, he shuts the door again. Oh, another thing. We can't hear anything out there, and nothing can be heard from within here.
That
So
is
we
what
can
I
take
assume.
here, and nobody will hear a sound of it. On the outside.
Inigo pulls the note out, and he says, "So, I have let some of you know. My mentor has been missing for some time. I have been looking for him. He took a job, wouldn't tell me what. I spoke to the bartender at his preferred establishment last night, and was told I would get some information, and it seems it has arrived. He was looking for a dwarf.
So, Inigo, the information has arrived, and you are like, how did this get into my pockets?
Magic.
And
Yeah,
that's the next thing
Yeah.
that I say.
Reverse pickpocket.
So,
I don't
continue.
I don't know how this arrived to me. I did not feel anyone in my pockets. I did not speak to anyone that would have given us. I did not see anything. Would one of you detect magic on this?
If you wish.
Certainly, I just cast Detect Magic.
Like as
I'm
as
not
it's
doing
talking,
ritual.
it's
I'm
like,
not taking the 10 minutes. He just waves his hand. And you see the arcane basic. It looks like almost like dust kind of flow off his hands.
Besides
And
the
go
magical
across his eyes.
items that you are normally used to within your home,
Mhm.
and those that you know are on
us.
you, the
Nope.
only new thing you sense is you sense a new magical aura from Indiri.
Whoa!
Oh!
What school?
Little bit of a bunch. I'll give you
Ah!
the
List.
Oh,
Is there
oh,
any
really?
to remain calm?
Oh, the plot deepens. The plot deepens.
As Arctos is like looking at the letter that I don't see, he looks over to you. I need you to remain calm.
Metal detector.
Yeah, basically. Beep, 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 beep. No, we're walking through the forest, and all of a sudden, all of us hear chink. Okay. So we need to
Okay.
remain calm.
So
Okay.
calm down.
Calm down.
abjuration.
Oh, well, that's good. Good. Abjuration's usually good.
Divination.
That's not good. Well, actually, okay, hold on.
It could be
A
good.
few things. No one could be scryed on up in my home.
I know that.
Any kind of arcane sensor is also blocked at the door.
Hmm.
So if Indre entered, is it a sensor of some kind that will be stuck at the door and then probably dispel? No. Okay. Just confirm. Okay.
So, abjuration and divination are the two big senses that you get from it.
Indre, what happened in the room? Out of curiosity, did he cast anything on you?
I
Or she? What was the gender of the
She.
staff? She.
progress in. I took an offer that she gave me to basically do what I've been doing with the dragon masks, but officially.
Uh-huh.
She gave me a piece of paper so I could get in contact with her lieutenant if I received any information. And I also received a coin that would allow me to access their library and teleportation at will.
So, do you pull the coin out?
Yeah.
And that's
That-
the thing that's emitting the aura.
So a job.
Yes.
I am
That
so
allows us-
sorry.
That allows
dad just
you
called
to
me.
teleport.
My dad
Or-
just called me and I missed all of it.
Ah,
And they got a job.
Okay, great.
Things got very tense for a moment.
yeah.
I know.
I was
My dad
just-
called me and I was like, "You motherfucker!"
I was just sitting here grinning ear to ear because everybody's like, "Oh, Indre, remain calm," and Indre knows exactly what it is.
Oh, okay.
So, the coin allows him to access the teleportation ports from the major cities, and then the piece of paper is just minor sending spells, so he can get in contact with Vagra's lieutenant.
Another thing. Well, do you still need to know the teleportation spell? Or teleport?
No, I get access to their teleportation stuff.
Ah.
I
So-
think.
So we can
Okay,
go
so the way
into
it
their
works-
buildings and say we have this. We can use the
yeah,
teleportation.
Yeah,
circle.
no, he has permission to utilize the teleportation circles from in Luskin, Neverwinter, Waterdeep, and Baldur's Gate to travel between those four areas as well as if there's a different area they desire to travel to from one of those circles, there is a quite high probability that there is one of the higher level wizards there that could teleport you from those locations.
Teleport.
And she mentioned that I could probably like learn it later, right?
Yes.
Okay.
As you do services for the tower, they would provide you greater access to the teleportation circles and the ability to learn your own teleportation.
Okay. Now that we have that time to throw away.
So the
Inigo, what was on your
paper
note?
is not magic.
Paper is not magic.
Somebody was just really good at like reverse pickpocketing.
Oh, okay.
I think Inigo was so enthralled about reading about the tabaxi being raised by the
in the
Treants that he
library.
did not pay attention to everybody else that was around him while he was reading the story.
The one time.
The one time.
Well, now that that is out of the way, I will be upstairs working on my project.
Alright.
Good luck.
If you require my services, please let me know. And I go upstairs and I begin. Well, I continue building because I've been building it since morning.
I would
my gun.
immediately like to cast a message on him. Hey, Arctos. Hi.
Hello.
Oh my
Would message work within your thing because of the type of
Yeah,
magic it is?
Yeah, it'll work. It's the barrier around that it wouldn't go.
Okay.
Message
So
should be able to
somebody
come
was
in and
trying
out.
to cast message on somebody inside.
So it's just the walls that block it. It's not like anything inside.
Yeah, no, there's nothing
Okay.
inside that
Okay.
obscures anything. The walls block it. Message would be fine, I'm pretty sure.
So, just so you know that the Indiri, the
Oh, message is also transmutation anyway.
oh,
so-
okay.
Yeah.
So the divination portion of the magic that is on that is basically that is your key to get into each of the buildings at these locations. Basically, the doors will unlock for you with that thing. That's the divination magic portion of it. It's kind of magically synced with those doors. Kind of consider it almost like the arcane lock that Arctos has on his door, but it's tied to that
An object.
An object.
Got it. Okay.
Very similar.
Inigo would show everyone the note. And I'll just copy it and put it in the probably general out of character. This is what I was given. It appears to be the contract that my mentor, that Damar took. He would not tell me anything of it.
So that's the last job that your mentor. Sorry, lost the word. That's the last job that your mentor took before.
Disappearing. It was not like him to keep things from me. He must have had his reasons, but this is disconcerting. It worries
Did you
me.
ever think maybe he was Warville Forkbeard?
That is a dwarf.
But you never know. People can
Uh,
change how they look.
That's no.
He was an elf. I think I would have noticed. He also didn't use magic. He was a duelist.
That's
He
cool.
taught me what I know. I am concerned about this.
Well,
There seems to be many connecting lines to nearby.
Yes.
if at any given time you choose you want to scope things out or go find information for yourself, I would be happy to join you.
It is
I
much
mean-
appreciated. It may be worth looking for information on the Majara family. Looking for information on Warville Forkbeard and the known associates. The Zentarum might know, but I do not know if they would accept any of you along with the meetings that I would go to. I have
And
made some contact.
we need to end today's session right there. If there's anything you guys want to do at the beginning of the next session, for example, Inigo going to visit the Zentarum, or anybody else wanting to do anything else on this second day of Hammer, when we come back, please message me in Discord so I can have that pre-set up for some of these external excursions. And I had a lot of fun today.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun and also
Lots of
very
lore.
stressful.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the stress though. I was like, oh
It
my
was
god, oh my
great.
god, oh my god.
Also, we paid taxes today.
We pay taxes.
And you
Taxes.
didn't get into
I
a
already-
single fight today.
Not a
Yeah.
single fight.
We had
Inigo did
so few
almost
rolls.
die.
That we know of.
Well, Inigo could have been stabbed in the back in the library.
I think this is the first time Inigo hasn't taken damage.
Yeah, probably.
Ah,
Yeah, during a session, yeah.
But no, I did have a bunch of fun today. Pete was able to get into a bunch of your backstories,
Mhm.
stuff like that. So yes, it was very fun, and yes, we do have a spider web all over the place with things for you guys now.
We have so many things we have to do, but now we have a way to get there that won't take 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. I had a lot of fun.
Exciting
good.
stuff.
Yep, and